The homeless problem.
Good looks and
die violent.
Tiananmen Square today.
Up to the adults to teach the children.
Period. A pain reliever. Bullets.
Tempting fast money.
Violent crimes are on the uprise.
You have to have one, but anyway.
My timing was
I
perfect.
think this is a beard. You should see. Oh, are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Of course.
I got Vandal with the sad
Don't get
arms
upset,
raised.
Patches. It's okay.
Yeah. Well, does it count as multiple soul patches if you have facial hair like me and Sewer Rug? Welcome to the Friday Fall.
If you had some
everybody.
soul.
Hey, brother.
Hey.
You know what? Let's just start the fucking show off hot. I hate people that say brother. I don't hate you as a person, but like, and I get it. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess some
You
people,
hate Hulk Hogan?
Okay,
I hate Hulk Hogan.
That's a
You hate
character.
Dog the Bounty Hunter?
Oh fuck
Yes.
yeah, dude! That guy looks like
Yes.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, but hot somehow. You know what I mean? Like, no, but like, come on. I and here's my thing. Like, there are people in this chat. I'm pretty sure that use it. You know, that have said it in chat and stuff. So I'm not trying to make fun of you, but it just bugs the shit out. I've tried to say it. I'm not. You know, I'm not a burly fella. You know what I mean? I can't do the voices like Sewer
Yeah,
Rug
we know what
does.
you mean.
But like, I feel weird saying brother. Hey, brother. Like I get real hillbilly with it.
Your brother sounds like you're in West Virginia.
Hey, brother. Also, I think it might stem from religious background because everybody was brother this and sister that at church. I don't know if it was like that for you, Vandal, but that may be part of why you don't like it.
That's what they said, but I'll be honest with you. Like, you guys know who I am. I never used it. You know what I mean? But hey,
Sure.
Jim. Like, you know, hey, Bill. You know, hey, counselor, it touched my ball. No, but you know, it's not really a religion thing. I think it feels weird. I just feel
Thought
it's
we were
weird for me to
easing
say.
into the butthole talk, not starting off with it.
Yeah. Speaking of the
Okay.
butthole talk, let me go ahead and hit chat first. We were doing a little different tonight. I'm gonna hit chat
Hey.
first.
Oh, you guys are called gentlemen again.
There's people here.
The earlier you do it, the less there'll be in there. So,
Mike
yeah,
D
rock
does
on.
not know who he's addressing.
When Tucky Shine said, "What up, y'all? It's a whistle pig night. Cheers!" And I was a whistle pig. Let's see. We got also Miss Sewerug. He's got a wrench. I don't know why. Slater says he's working, but he hopes we have a rad time. And $3 is enough to have a rad time with Slater. So there you go, guys. Drop the OnlyFans link, brother. See, I can't do it. I can't.
It's fine, Sister Vandal. Go ahead.
Just
Amen.
okay.
Ronnie James in the house says, I still think I'm conscious. Otherwise, what a crappy dream.
You lucked out tonight.
Yeah, you did. Fuck, which one of these is the new one? Anyways, what's up, Ronnie Jim? Glad to see you here. Also, a name I've never seen before is Ben. Ben says, hey Ben, how are you? If you're Ben Affleck, that's kind of cool. Or if you're Ben Stiller, maybe. Or what's the one that got really from the Brendan Fraser? Yeah, Brendan Fraser. That's not really a Ben though, right?
Brendan Fraser is not Ben.
Well,
not at all.
It's a Ben with a stutter. If you think about it,
Ben Kingsley?
Fraser. Yeah, there you go. Ben Kingsley.
Bend over?
Yeah, Ben Dover also is a cousin to Dixon Ciderbush. And we also got, let's see, Ern's in the house. He's kicking it or something. I don't know. He said kicking. He's kicking Kentucky. Mike D says gentleman, and I guess he is in the wrong place.
Yeah, he's in the wrong chat.
Looking for gentlemen. None of us are wearing collars.
Well,
sir.
I think this is like he's a professional. You know what I mean? He's got to ease into it a little bit. He's only had one sip of Michelob Light so far, you know, and now he's got to work into him.
It's awesome.
V8's in the house. Says turn down the lights, turn up the music, bust out the Everclear, and hide those sexy speakers. Speakers.
He's still ready to get at those from the last bidding war.
Oh yeah, he's talking about segs.
Yeah.
Good to see you, V8.
Speakers with vagina tweeters. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Ben says negative. It's just regular Ben. Well, That's cool too, man.
Well, now Ben is just regular Ben
Yeah.
for the rest of his life here.
Yeah,
So
Snorkel's real life name is Scene, so there you go.
I'll never call him Big Ben.
Well, Ben, I really enjoy your rice.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
Uncle Ben. Yes. Oh wait, no.
Sister Vandal, don't Uncle Ben him.
Yeah.
we don't Uncle Ben, Sister Vandal. We don't.
But yeah, so I think I've got everybody's chalking so far.
Chalking?
I
Chalk it
just
up.
hit the fucking stizzy right before we started the
Pieces
show.
Slater.
Later,
don't,
Slater.
Don't work. I mean, I'd say don't work too hard, but just don't work. Just stay here.
He does tattoos.
Oh shit! Go
tattoo.
have fun.
Tattoo.
That's
Tattoo.
not work. That's
It's in
fun.
New Zealand. You say tattoo, don't you?
No, no,
Court.
you do
It's
not.
at court.
Nope.
No, it's still tattoo.
Okay. Have fun with those tattoos.
Mike says, "Talk about sex. I gotta leave." No, you don't, man. Just
Mike,
drink
hang
this.
out. Hey,
Drink
hey,
this.
just take my
Does
hand.
this smell like
Yeah.
chloroform to you?
This is the ill Bosby. Drink it.
oh,
Oh,
no.
possibly. Oh my God.
Gatorade. No.
That stuff tastes good. Man.
Yeah, but all right. So that's everyone in
Most
chat
of
so
them.
far. While Ern needs to clean out his bong because he shoves it in places or something. Anyways, what's up, guys? How was your week? What's going on? We have something different going on tonight.
Wow, not everyone at once.
Come on, we don't know how
Finally.
this works.
Silence on Fallout.
I did the peace sign and then pointed to sewer rug,
That
but
is
he
so
never
much
went.
less than I ever get from you. Can you just? Did you eat things?
I ate food, I slept, and I went to work. On to you, Suey Rug.
I
Oh,
love
great.
the intro now because now it is Snorkel giving some kind of motion and then Sewer Rug interviewing him about his week. And then Sewer Rug tells us about his week. I love this. I think it's great.
I got to borrow my wife's car for the week because my car's in the shop. And so I am leaving her at the end of this week with a sewer car. I'm really excited about this. I'm going to bomb it tomorrow morning and hopefully all the presence of the rug will be gone. Not really. Sewer lingers. So that was my week. My wife's car has a beautiful sticker of a cat. Well, it's the backside of a cat. So you see the cat's butthole like on the
Nice.
sticker. Yeah. And so it's like all week people been waving at my cat's butthole sticker and that's been really fun.
So
So
they've
you
been,
pull up-
wais-
You pull up
they've
to
been waving at your wife's pussy hole?
Butthole, cat butthole.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, pussy hole. Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally they're excited. They're like, oh, I'm gonna get to see pussy hole, and then they go, oh, it's that guy, and I go, yeah, and sewer stuff, and so just been
Just
sewer
make
stuff.
duck face at them. It'll be fine.
Well, I gotta say, at first I was like, you're pulling up to client's house with a cat butthole in your car. But for a guy in your job field, I think that's funny.
Yeah, it's suiting. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very fitting. Very fitting.
It's a cat shit guy. Like, no.
Professor Pooper Scooper. I
Professor
look at the scoop, or I look at the poop, and then I scoop the poop. I do it all.
Oh, I didn't know you were friends with Kanye West. Anthony, how are you?
Tired. It's been a long couple of weeks. New job, trying to get things straightened out and, getting things done. But I'm coming up on the end of it. I'm finally feeling like I'm getting things like where they need to be and organized and all that. But yeah, I'm tired. I'll be completely honest. And I took an edible about an hour ago. So you guys are going to get unfiltered. That's just what's going to happen. But
This sounds
Anyway.
good to me.
Vandal, how was your week, buddy? Any just nothing stories from the laundromat or, convenience store that are actually like amazing stories?
Did anybody call you brother?
Yeah,
Or
that's why I
sister.
brought that up. Actually, I
I'm
hate
guessing, yeah.
Yeah. It's not a fun story or anything like that. I do. I guess that here I am. I turned 37 on Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? Anyways, you
It
guys
was
all,
Tuesday.
Yeah, you guys all said happy birthday last week. I appreciate that. Got food catered for at work, and then I have a cavity, so I got to go. So the reason why I brought up the fact of my age is this is the excitement in my life. Like I took a whole day off of work for a 2-hour procedure. You know what I mean? I'm like, this is the win in my eyes that I have to go get my face fucking drilled open. But I don't have to go to work, so that's fun. Other than that, yeah, nothing really crazy or interesting.
What did you
man.
choose for your food?
Oh, for tonight?
Tacos.
No, for your birthday.
Birthday
Oh,
food at work.
It was definitely Mexican food. It was I don't know if you guys.
Tacos.
It's a chain. No, it's actually enchiladas.
Oh,
Cafe
well,
Rio. I didn't know they
What?
made enchiladas. Enchiladas. I'm probably not saying it right.
Inch? Inch? A lot of
inch
inches?
Lada. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lot
it's
of
got the little
So-
squiggly over the O.
Talking about food, I have a line on some donuts.
Delane calling
They're
you
close
out too.
by. Well, semi close by. It's going to be an hour round trip for me to go.
If they're good donuts,
Try out
it's
these
worth
donuts.
it though.
26
So,
minutes each way.
There
So
you go.
it's like it's the first one. Well, we'll see. Everything around here has been terrible. I can't find anything decent, and I got a line on something that looks pretty good. The weird thing is this bakery is only open Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. They're closed Mondays, Tuesdays, Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays.
That sounds like a bitchin' place to work.
And they're only open from like 7 to noon.
I need to get a job there.
Wow.
So either they do a tremendous business in that 5-hour period that they're open, or they just can't afford to be open anymore
Keep
because
everyone
nobody comes in.
part-time.
I don't know. Yeah.
Labor laws. No, is it in the same county? You could probably just get an Uber Eats to your house for $900.
26 miles.
With
away.
his luck on delivery, the guy would get lost. 2 days later, he'd get his donuts.
I'm not ordering any donuts for delivery anymore. I have to go out and pick them out because the
Big
last dozen donuts I got looked like the place just said, "Okay, let's get rid of everything we can't sell."
Wait, is
I
it
think I
like
got 6 of those sour cream donuts. It's like,
Long
and the rest was
distance
like
donut
jelly.
depression.
It was like
Yeah,
the
that's
worst
not great.
dozen of donuts I've ever seen in my life.
in the morning before I go to work, we go to a gas station and I get these little pizzas. It's like little personal pizzas, right? And lately
Yeah.
I've been on a donut kick.
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
They have the Krispy Kreme guy probably comes in the morning, and drops them off or whatever. Krispy Kreme's not my favorite, but they're not bad donuts. And it's 2 for like $3, so it's not bad. So I've been doing the what's up, Mike T? Welcome, bro. I've been doing the pizza, and I've been getting 2 donuts because I'll eat them later. Thing. I eat them after I eat the pizza. Here it is. I can't stand up in this shirt. My stomach's sticking out the bottom. Anyways, the other day I usually get sprinkles with chocolate with the sprinkles on it, right? Just glazed chocolate. Anyways, so I went and they didn't have any, but I was like, fuck, I want a donut today. And they had what's up with whatever they're fucking the cream pie ones, or the cream filled, ones, where it's like got the red sauce in it or whatever, or red. I don't. What would you call a filling? I guess filling.
Talking about like jelly filled?
Yeah, jelly filled. There you go.
That's-
there's
okay.
Red filled.
That's
less
filling.
Pornhub way to
Red
describe
sauce.
it. I need your
Donut
help to
red
get
sauce.
there, Yeah, the red sauce.
I went from Boston cream to jelly with his description. So yes. All right.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm
The red cream.
But see,
the red cream.
I'm gonna go into a donut shop and order. Hey, do you guys have any of those donuts with the red cream in them?
red sauce.
And
I
like-
need the red sauce on my
You need
donut.
jelly?
What are you talking about?
So I get they had only those kind left, and it was 2 of them, and I usually get 2. It's 2 for like $3. It's a deal, And so I was like, all right, cool. So I was like, fuck it. I went to go grab them out. I used a little paper and shit, put them in the little bag. But I went to go grab it. My hand touched part of like the thing, and it was super fucking sticky. I was like, and right then I was like, you don't want this donut, dude. Like, you don't want this fucking donut. And I was like, nah, fuck it. I'm not going to listen to myself, and I fucking put it in the bag, get it, eat my pizza at work, get in. And then I'm looking at the donuts and I'm like, yeah, fuck it, it's time, dude. Like, let's 14,000 calories for breakfast. Let's fucking do this. So I fucking go and I go to bite into the donut, and it had the butthole part facing me. Because you always bite the butthole part so it doesn't like squirt out. You don't want to get donut squirt all over you. So anyways, I'm all right, cool. I see it right there. You get your tongue ready because you're like, plug it, or whatever. You go and I go to take a fucking bite of it. This motherfucker was a DD or the DB double butthole, fucking donut. As soon as I bite in this motherfucker, I literally heard it. And like, donuts aren't made out of plastic. They don't have any fucking nozzles. But I heard like it was like a cartoon sound effect, like when they squeeze like a tube or something, And I just while I'm biting into it, I look down and I'm wearing fucking tan shorts, some khaki or some shit, and it just looks like I have a fucking blood cum stain coming down from my fucking zipper halfway down my shorts. And of course, I was like, if I get something on my shirt, I don't know about you guys, but usually like a sauce or something, I go and I suck it off. I'm like, oh, because in my mind, it's like, oh, it's not going to stain, it's not going to be there. So I'm over here with this donut stain, half a donut here, donut all over here, right? And I get in like an hour before people usually, but I take about 35 minutes to get everything done before I like start everything. And that's usually when my other coworker, his name is Chris, comes in. And so anyways, I'm sitting there in the front office and I'm over there trying to suck this fucking donut sauce off my pants with donut in my beard, fucking red sauce, all over the fucking place. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't know why I thought it was a good idea. I don't smoke weed before I go to work or anything like that. I was completely sober, and I'm over here like trying to suck the donut sauce off my fucking shorts as he walks in and sees me sucking red sauce off my junk in the morning. And he just goes, "You all right? Damn, dude, that looks good." Like, very sarcastically, and like walked away. So it looked like I was sucking fucking red jizz stains out of my shorts. So I guess like, blood cum stains. Yeah, I guess that's
So a little knees to neck in the morning.
yeah. And that's the craziest part. Usually if I go to sit up just straight, I pull it out. But when I want to suck donut jizz off my fucking shorts, I'm flexible as fuck, apparently. So,
You heard it here first,
Also-
folks. If you want to hear the long-winded story of Vandal sucking off red sauce, tune in.
It's
to
on his
OnlyFeed.
OnlyFans. It's only $24 a month. It's worthwhile investment.
Yeah. I log in once every 6 months.
Well, that story reminded me of another story. So one time I stayed up, and I was good about staying up all night working, but this particular time I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go in and get some fresh donuts. It's like 5:30 in the morning or something like that. So I go to the grocery store, and this is when they used to be open 24 hours and shit. And I go in there, but I gotta pee. So I go in, I go right for the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom. There's another older gentleman in there. He goes to the bathroom and then just heads straight out. Doesn't wash his hands. And I'm like, no, that's kind of weird, but all right. So I finish, I wash my hands, I leave, I walk out, I go over to where the donut is, and who happens to be there? The same old man who didn't wash his hands in the bathroom, reaching into the donut case barehanded, pulling donuts out for himself. And I thought, and I just walked out. Like I didn't get any donut. I could not bring myself past that point. I'm like, I know what happened. I can't trust any donuts in that case now. Fuck me. I'm going home donutless.
Got Robbie Mark II showing up and Patrick a little late.
Yeah. This is Patrick. No.
No,
You're
this is Patrick.
Welcome, guys. Glad to see you here. So yeah, we're kind of doing something different tonight. We do have actual.
I got a rub down for you.
Yeah,
I got a rub down.
Anthony's got a rub down.
Oh, there's a rub down.
Apparently, we're doing no bumpers tonight. So
Just play the beautiful rub down footage and let's go.
Poppy was sloppy or Poopy was sloopy?
All of the above.
I can't read Mike D's comment and
Poppy
have
was
to work-
sloppy.
No, it's Poopy was sloopy or Poppy was sloppy.
are you drunk?
Now I'm torn. I want it to
Not
be both.
poopy. I thought poop had two O's.
It does have 2 O's.
Oh,
So Poppy was sloppy. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
I know that word. Very familiar with it.
E.
I like how like the bumper that was
Poppy.
probably
I got a
supposed to be the
chain on it.
shortest bumper is the longest bumper. And it's just some dude rubbing some stuff on his knee. Anyways,
Dude, it's the
Anthony.
rub down. Has to happen. I got a chain on, Vandal.
Oh, Blingin. Is that a
Yeah.
fucking me pod?
No, it's
Yes.
one of the opener things.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's the only chain I have. Fancy.
It's
All right, I got a
you-
rub
you-
down for you guys this
Ooh,
evening,
please.
and the only game we're playing tonight is boat parts. We decided to kind of go a different direction tonight and do some talking, some conversating, if you will, and that way we could spend the whole episode without my face being the fucking biggest thing on the screen, which is great for me. So anyway, we got a Rotten Potatoes review that I'm going to do, which is something totally out of range from what we normally do, but it's something I thought was pretty good this week. I got a new segment called Hot Topics. Going to do a segment called One-Liners, and then we've got the fantastic, awesome game that everybody loves, the boat parts game. So
Best game in
what
town.
we're doing.
Birds.
These segments are going to be a little bit longer than normal segments, but it'll be fun because we get to talk.
Completely average length segments, really.
So if you want to run that beautiful bean footage, we will get on to the Rotten Potato review.
Anthony, thank you.
Sounds like there's a little Andy Warhol in there.
Yeah.
You ever wonder
All right, Anthony, bumpers down.
Okay, so for tonight's Rotten Potato review, I'm gonna talk about something I didn't even know existed until this week. So this is totally off from what the kind of the things I normally do and the very manly things that I normally do. But I joined Peacock this week. I have finally fallen into the pit, and I thought since I got this app, I might as well do something because I know Vandal actually has Peacock and can watch these things if I actually review something on Peacock. So this is I'm gonna tell on myself, I guess, a little bit, but I was watching the Pitch Perfect movie and I let it run to the end and I was doing something, and then the next thing I see is Bumper, which is one of the characters from the original Pitch Perfect, which is played by Adam Devine. I don't know what it is about Adam Devine, but I think he's hilarious. And it's just like, but everything I see him in is the dumbest fucking shit, that I've ever seen. Who's the guy that's got famous from the pitching show that everybody can't stand? He's also on Pineapple Express. He plays a drug dealer.
Oh, like
Danny
Eastbound
McBride?
and Down.
Yes, Danny McBride. I think that there should be a movie with Danny McBride and Adam Devine or Adam Devine as like father and son, because there's so many similarities between these guys, like how they act and how weird things get around them and stuff like that. All right, this story's a little convoluted. It's actually a TV series. I won't tell you that it's great because it's not, but there were times that there were these jokes that I just literally laughed out loud to because it was a good joke. It was good timing. It's got the Highland chick, Sarah Hyland, I think is her name, from Modern Family. And her and Adam work together on that show as well. There is what looks like a Wish brand Lady Gaga in this. For the longest time, I wasn't sure if it was her or not. Like because she wears so much makeup and wigs and stuff in this thing. But the bottom line is Bumper becomes like, I guess, internet famous, TikTok famous in Germany for this 99 De Luftballons mix up that he does. And one of the guys from a rival a cappella group is actually now a manager of musicians over in Germany. So he gets Bumper to come over there, and they basically do this whole spiel in Germany. One of the coolest things is they talk about Germany a lot and kind of tell about how it is living in Germany and things like that. And it all looks pretty good. And there was one point in this where he's like, well, it was the second largest shame of Germany. And Bumper is like, well, what was the first? He's like, oh,
God.
never mind. But there's some good jokes in this, and it's just kind of a feel good thing. If you've enjoyed the Pitch Perfect thing, if you like Adam Devine, I guess maybe one of the other reasons I really like this, it was a male kind of oriented role that didn't seem recycled. It was kind of fresh, it was fun, and I thought it was funny. So there's no redeeming value from it whatsoever. There's no boobs in it. But I think that from the comedy side of things, there's some really, really funny stuff in this. So anyway, this is my little spiel for this evening, something completely different, but just let you guys know that, sometimes I watch stuff like this too.
Don't get me wrong, dude. I
Was
love
it
watching
good?
Pitch Perfect movies.
I watched it twice.
Oh, damn. Oh.
And it's just because I get stoned and I watch it and some of the stuff is fucking funny. It's just, you have to be in the right mood, I guess, to watch it. But Adam Devine, it's just, I don't know. There's something about that guy that just makes me laugh. Like somebody else doing this particular role wouldn't necessarily be good. But this group of people really works for these roles. Even Sarah Hyland, I think, she works in this. I'm surprised because I think she's a horrible actress, but it just works. It just does.
What's your score?
Let's go 70%. I'll go 70.
Damn.
Yeah, I would say it's definitely worth a C.
All right.
I would say that for sure.
B plus, yeah.
I don't think anybody else has probably seen this. No, I did not watch Game Over. I don't know. I kind of got burned out on the Workaholics thing after a while. It's not that it's bad. I watched a lot of it. But it's kind of like Rick and Morty to me. I have to kind of take a break from it for a little while.
It's funny you say that because I was about to say, like, I started watching Workaholics again this week.
Yeah, well, that's cool because it's Adam Devine. So yeah, if you start from the beginning, it's it's good.
Yeah, it's a good.
You can only have so many seasons of a show like that before it just starts to become stupid.
Yeah, it's
repetitive. Yeah.
But no.
So yeah, anybody else watch anything this week they want to talk about?
What did I thought I watched something. Oh, I started rewatching Star Wars again, and like it's not just the original, but the prequels. and I started watching through those,
Sorry.
and it's crazy. Like, don't get me no, like I like the movie when I was a kid. Obviously those were bitchin' movies. What it was like 99, 2000 or some shit like that.
You
And
were
that
the right
stuff came
age.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the perfect time for those. And I still think they're decent movies and stuff like that. But it's funny when you go back and you watch because like she's great. I'm not trying to talk shit on her, but Natalie Portman is a revered actress, a
Mhm.
revered person. You know what I mean? Like her rap song for SNL was fucking amazing. Just
I just
beautiful.
showed somebody that for the first time this
Really?
week. So
First
yeah.
time?
Both
They
of them
didn't
too.
know
Both rap
they
songs.
didn't
Thank
know
you.
who
Yeah,
Lonely
the
Island
second one was
and I'm like,
fucking
okay, first we got to
hilarious.
talk about Natalie Portman, but then I got to talk to you about Lonely Island.
Say
my
something nice about Jar Jar Binks, bitch.
Kiss him on his 37 dicks
Seven
or
golden
17,
dicks.
17 dicks.
Yeah.
But when you go back and you
Oh,
watch
they're
these-
much better than what? Sorry.
Say something nice about the prequels, bitch.
Motherfucking prequels, bitch.
I fucking love both of those songs.
Great, yeah.
But when you go back and you watch them, obviously, like I said this to Snorkel and Geekus earlier, and I was like, it's crazy to me that like modern day DC movies and those movies from 2000 have basically the same like CGI. It seems like to me, and that's not like a slap at Star Wars. That's a slap at like modern DC movies. Like the
Yeah.
CGI is kind of like it looks like it would be a DC movie because like. And I get it. I watched it a bunch, like the Jack Snyder or whatever Justice League. I thought that was good. His version was good, the longer one. But like the CGI was kind of the same. It's a little cartoonish, but it's quite not cartoonish. It's a little noir. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. But
That's why we hate George Lucas, because he's always on the cutting edge technology wise.
yeah.
But then there are other times you're just like, what are you doing to my
The stuff that
stories?
Favreau did with
Why are you
Mandalorian is
adding
like standard. now.
dewbacks?
Yeah.
What the
Like,
fuck
stop-
are midichlorians? God damn it!
Stop adding dewbacks. Stop adding midichlorians. Why the fuck does Jar Jar Binks exist?
Couldn't we just have a whole movie about pod racing? I'd have been more than happy to
Yeah.
watch that.
Pod racing was actually kind of fun to watch.
That was the coolest part of the movie, in my personal.
The
That
first
and the
movie-
Darth Maul fight.
yeah.
That's it.
Well,
I'm good.
That and when Darth Maul runs over Anakin in the middle of the desert,
Yeah,
only
he didn't
he
even
misses
know
at the last second.
He didn't even know who he was at that point either. He was
No.
just like, "Fuck that kid." You know
I'm just gonna run over this kid. I fucking like Darth Maul.
Yeah. But I want to get to
Well,
the
his
point.
master has a particular set of skills.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
I want to get to the point of Natalie Portman's acting in those movies was terrible when you go back
Yes.
and watch it. It
Oh
was
my God, yes.
so bad. And like,
Her fall out of the spaceship into the sand, and then like somebody helps her up. She's like, "I'm fine." Like
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. And then
he just
Anakin-
fell
yeah.
like 50 feet. Like anyway, go
And
ahead.
it's,
Sorry.
It's crazy. No, it's fine. So it's funny too because like a lot of people like at least from what I've seen around the internet, stuff gave Hayden Christensen or whatever his name is, fucking shit about how emotional he was in that role. But when you think about it, like he played that role really good for what he did. It was just that the people, I think, in my opinion, like the am I good? Am I bad? Conflicted stuff. It just didn't match with what everyone else was doing around him. And so I'm not going to say go back and give him credit for it. We're not reparating him or anything like that. But man, Natalie Portman was just so fucking not plywood, like 2x4 in that movie. And it's just like, oh, like you killed all those kids. I love you again. It's like, oh, but now I'm sad. Oh, I love you, but now I'm sad. Like, and it's not even like, I think I showed more emotion there than like her, stop it. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, her parts where she is crying and stuff over him are more believable than any of the relationship. Like you just don't believe that they like each other, let
No.
alone are like willing to fight the universe for their
Which
child.
is sad because it's kind of hard to act bad enough to get the taste of not liking Natalie Portman.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're
I
absolutely
don't
right.
think
It's a
I could
push.
act that good.
Yeah.
And
Because
like,
she's just delectable in like V for Vendetta or The Professional. It's like, oh my God, like it's just you just want to eat it up. It's just it's
Yeah.
awesome. And then that you're just like, what the fuck?
And I know she's been in acting a lot more before, obviously Star Wars and shit like that. But I felt like that was the one where she got it out of her system because I've never seen anything bad from her since. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but it's not great. You know what I mean? It's like you're getting paid to be here. It's like it's like The Rock doing G.I. Joe movies or Channing Tatum. Like I have to be here kind of thing. You know what I mean? That's what it seemed like. Like, yeah, okay. Like, Channing Tatum in the 47 GI Joe is like, yeah, we're gonna. He's grabbed a script fight, snake pool, or whatever, and go and do that.
No, I think you're right. I think it's hard to break
Goddamn
into
man
those movies to
made
be
of
accepted
sand.
as a character, but it's also hard to break out of those roles once you have been accepted as something. Like Mark Hamill had the hardest time of finding, roles that he could do, and
He went voice
eventually he
acting.
becomes the most famous for a voiceover for the Joker.
Yeah.
It's like he had, like how many things did you see Carrie Fisher in after? Not many,
The
realistically.
Christmas special.
Yeah. So, I mean, Harrison Ford broke away. Like he
Yeah.
was one of the ones, but that it's a rare thing. And I think that's really kind of true the other way too. Like how many mainstream actors that are in Star Wars movies do you think their roles are like great? I mean, Poe Dameron to me is the only one that is being able to.
Yeah, Poe.
I don't know
Yeah.
what his real name is, but
I have no fucking clue either.
Isn't
he did really
like
good though.
the Moon Knight guy?
yeah.
Yeah.
But he's been in lots of stuff you don't even realize he's been in because he just kind of became that Chris Pratt famous. Chris Pratt's been in a fucking 100 things before this, but I enjoy Fat Pratt, so I see him around.
Yeah.
And like, don't get me wrong. Like, I think the only one that came out on top from the Star Wars movies was obviously Harrison Ford. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
He's the only one that, like, like you can say like you've seen multiple movies from and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I thought like for what they were, I still appreciate the original, like not the original, the trilogy, or the whatever the fuck it is, the prequel. I can't think tonight, but
I was just reading what Patrick Conquest Pants said in chat. He was like,
Natalie
Portman is one of my favorite rappers.
Yep.
And,
definitely
there's
in
nothing
my
wrong
top
with that.
5. Yeah.
But anyway, it kind of what we're doing right now is going to kind of lead us into our first segment, so we might as well just go ahead and do it. But our first segment tonight is going to be called Hot Topics. So at the end of last,
I wonder
last
where
time,
you got that font idea from.
I actually,
That's a good one.
but it's not what you think because that is not a font.
If there's
I went through a major search.
Oh,
history.
did you have to go deep for this one?
Yeah, so I had to
Damn.
find a font that I felt like looked like it because it's really
It
not
looks
the same.
good. It looks
thank
the
you.
same.
If you
Damn.
did this, wow.
If you made this, it looks great.
I will say this: if you're not hiding a big titty goth girl in the background,
What do you think these columns are made out of?
snorkel.
Also, all of the bricks on
Snorkel.
Suey Rug's wall. You just got to look closer. Vandal, get
So-
closer to the screen. It's okay. there
Anyway,
you go.
after last time,
It's a magic
show,
poster. You cross your eyes, it pops out.
I gave
Squint.
the panelists some homework, and they each had to come up with a topic of conversation because we
Which
want to
we
do a little
totally
bit more of
did.
this.
We all
which they
did
actually
our
did.
homework.
So,
Yeah.
myself included. But we're not going to start with me because we always start with me. So we'll start with somebody else. But chat, please feel free to chime in on these as well.
Do you want
Vandal
chat
will
to decide who starts?
try and keep up with the chat. So
Yeah,
Ern got it
I
right
I don't
with,
care.
sorry.
Let
Oh,
Vandal
oh, oh.
decide.
That was him.
Let Vandal decide.
Yeah.
Vandal. Yeah, go ahead.
We're gonna go with Surug first, but Aaron got it right for the character we couldn't think of. It's Pedro Pascal.
No.
There we go.
No.
Thank you.
No.
Pedro Pascal is the Mandalorian.
Ern's been watching this show with Kim Kardashian, he says, and
That
it's
is
like
not Poe Dameron.
there's this
Poe
girl and
Dameron
she's
is
like, "Oh, I got a
the
baby. No, I don't have a baby." She goes,
X-wing
now I have a
pilot.
baby again. I don't know.
Also, Ben, why are you breaking my brain? What do you mean their logo is white? When
Hot
did
Topics.
Hot Topics?
Oh, Hot
stop
Topic
having-
changed their logo.
Yeah,
When
years
the
ago.
fuck did
Yeah, they
do
have
that?
a new one.
ago.
It's terrible. Their new logo is awful. I went with the retro logo because I
Hells
felt like
yeah,
That's the
I
one
felt
I
like
know.
Vandal would feel more at home if I went with the retro
I'm
logo.
more at
and
home with that
also,
one.
I get to keep singing Hot Topics.
That's
Diarrhea pockets.
You guys got any
Oh.
303 shirts?
I got a chain. Oh, 303? I know that one.
I've still got a pair of trip pants right down there in that drawer.
I would. No one would.
At
believe
Jinkos?
you.
It's a one-legged pant.
So it's a dress.
Yeah, it's a skirt, floor-length skirt. It's called a one-legged pant.
Yeah. Anyway.
As long as it doesn't have pockets. That's all Vandal.
Oh,
does.
it has so many pockets.
Oh, then it's no good.
You guys, it's
hold on,
time to
hold on.
start Hot Topics, and the first panelist will be Christopher Vandal. Go ahead.
No, the first panelist
No.
was decided by Christopher Vandal as Suey
What did
Rug.
he decide?
He
You.
decided Suey Rug.
Oh, that's interesting. My favorite. Sorry.
What's up, Steve-O? Fine, I'll
yeah.
go first then. So while you guys like didn't do your homework,
Hot pockets.
I don't know if this is exactly what Anthony wanted from me, but this is what you guys are gonna get.
Remember, it's the topic one, not the intervention one.
White
Chat,
people,
when he brings up a topic, just get into it.
white people are supposed to be the dominant, people in America, right? That's what they say at least, right? Because they call everyone else a minority. This isn't a political thing. I'm just segueing into it. So who the fuck thought it was a good idea to make everything spicy now? Whatever happened to like just getting a new chicken sandwich with like bacon or some sauce on it that wasn't fucking butthole burning spicy? I'm almost fucking 40. I can't go to Wendy's anymore. I can't get a chicken sandwich from anywhere because everything's Louisiana fucking ass cancer. Like what the fuck happened? Where are we as a country that this is what I have to deal with? I have to eat spicy food, and don't get me wrong, it's delicious, but my butthole hates it. Why are we doing this? Why can't you guys figure out something with peas? Maybe a B12 vitamin. I don't know.
Because spicy is delicious, and you need to train your butthole better.
It doesn't work
God.
like that, Snorkel.
I wish I could.
I'm on Carolina Reapers now. You can train your butthole.
You hate yourself.
No, I absolutely fucking don't. I love spicy shit.
Yeah, see, and here's the thing. I love spicy food. Don't get me wrong. Maybe, growing up, and spending the $5 I had when I could scrounge it up or something, stealing change out of couches and people's like purses.
Truth,
I
Ern,
bought like
truth.
a fucking New
Also,
Blame
yeah,
the flaming
Ern.
Cheeto guy.
Sorry.
Blaming
Yes.
the flaming hot Cheetos
Yeah.
guy. Yep.
And that's the thing is like I was about to say, like I go get a big ass bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos, eat the whole fucking bag. And this is like, this hasn't been a problem for me for a long time. Maybe I'm just getting old. I'm not
Also-
super healthy.
Also, truth on V8.
No, V8, they have the spicy chicken sandwich. And it's not
It's
spicy
not
going in,
spicy.
but it's spicy
Yeah.
coming out. It's spicy coming out.
Were
So
they
I
used
have
to
a
stock the
theory for you.
Doritos in
I-
the store?
I legitimately have a theory for you. Okay.
Oh, please.
Number one, I think that fast food restaurants probably do that. Number one, because peppers are cheap. So they can manufacture a sauce that changes the entire thing of the product that they're putting out. And number two, if you've watched A Million Ways to Die in the West, as people lose their taste buds, that they eat spicier and spicier foods to be able to taste shit. And as bad as the food has to be getting at fast food restaurants, because you can't deal with this inflation and still carry a fucking $2 burger or a $3 chicken sandwich. It's just fucking impossible.
Also,
So,
people
it's
like
probably
Vandal.
some lower grade chicken parts or whatever that they're putting in this shit, and they gotta use the spiciness.
I don't care if they're
throw you
feeding me
off.
fucking camel dicks, dude. Just don't make it spicy. Like,
But there's
I'm with
also
ya.
plenty of people like Vandal who aren't going to eat that much. They're going to order one chicken sandwich and be done.
Are you kidding
and-
me? I eat like 60,000 calories a day.
Yeah, but not of the spicy chicken sandwiches.
Yes, I do, and that's why I hate it.
Where they used to stock the Doritos in my store, it's Takis, right? And that's just a
Takis are
spicier
the
chip.
shit. Oh, they are so
Just
good.
Takis
Everything
are good,
became-
and I can't enjoy them anymore. I used to love to fucking, spit in the middle of them and crunch them up, or like, get like some cream cheese
Spit in them,
or
you
sour
spit down
cream.
the tube.
Yeah, spit down the
And
tube.
V8, yeah, he is. He's
Yeah.
English. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, matey or whatever they say. But no, and like
Pretty English.
I love fucking. I know they're not the spiciest, but like I used to be able to down jars of pepperoni. Like my signature meal is pepperoni pot roast. And they're not hot and stuff like that. But I can't eat jalapenos really anymore. And like it's not hot going in. I can handle it from here to the back door, and then once I start pooping, like it literally feels like Hellraiser's coming out and he's just peeling my butthole skin. You know what I mean? And I'm working at a place where people can hear me, and I'm like,
There are days I've thought about just eating mashed potatoes for the rest of my life because of situations at the back door. So I totally understand what you're. It's weird. This is the one thing that Vandal and I have in common. Like,
Buttholes.
fuck.
Oh no. Oh
would've guessed?
no.
But on that same topic, I was just talking about this today. I would really like to see
Oh, my
fast
tika
food restaurants
pozole. Mm.
go to like mom and pop operations where I don't care what they serve, but the level of food quality and the employees and all that shit that you're getting now at these big national chains is horrific. Like I want to see the I don't even want to say resurgence, because I don't know if we've ever seen that before, but a surgence of these people that take pride in their business owning one or two of these places, and that's it. These huge chains needs to be a thing of the past.
Yeah. And
Personal opinion.
Because
No,
they like toast and baked beans for breakfast, V8. That's why.
and I get exactly where you're coming from, Anthony. Here's the thing, I get it. Like, like I think we're at this point where it's like we're all kind of like, let's just end it all, start over with civilization or some shit. Because like, I'm not saying I go to a McDonald's for the friendly service, but fuck, man, like nowadays, like what the fuck you want? All right, $8, pull up, bitch, like or something like that. Or like, and like the other, I know it's gonna
They're
sound
raising
so,
their prices because they think they're good food. No, they are not.
No.
We went there because it was cheap. You have
Yeah.
$3 you found in your couch and you don't get paid for 4
Yeah.
days. You went to McDonald's.
And
Not because it was good food.
yeah, and like the other day, I went to Chick-fil-A, and the guy didn't tell me to have a great day. And of course, I'm old now, and I'm like, wow, this town's going to shit,
Did you get upset at the young whippersnapper?
Yeah,
He didn't give you a my pleasure.
yeah, like none of that, just like, all right, pull on up over here. I'm just,
Mike T
it's
is
like when
being
someone
mean.
cuts you off in like
Somebody
traffic, so
silence
you're-
Mike T for like 300 seconds, please.
We just made pozole,
Pozole.
a bunch of guajillo chile in the pot. Guajillo chile.
This is why he gets fast food. You see what's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I see now. You never
can't
Number
mind.
even
7,
order- I
He
please.
can't-
lives in
only order-
Nevada, so be close enough to Mexico to be able to fucking
I can
translate
only-
this shit. If
I can
I'm
only
saying it,
order-
I'm from Wisconsin. It sounds normal, but
I'm only
fuck
able
me.
to order 3 things at the Olive Garden menu. Okay, 'cause
Somebody
it's the only 3 things I can pronounce.
Somebody
Endless
clip
breadsticks.
Vandal saying it that way so that anytime somebody asks if he's Mexican, I can just show them that.
I got
clip.
shit for using Noons as the girl's last name, and guy's gonna let him get away with that shit? Come on.
Is there any fast food secrets? That's what I'm curious about. Like,
You be
you
like,
know,
guy that
secret
does
menu
TikTok
fast food
ones.
stuff. No, not TikToks. Like, is there any like favorites you do? Like, I did a taco place tonight. And,
The barnyard In and Out.
oh, okay, that's a good one. But when I get the Del Taco cheeseburger, because they make a really good cheeseburger, I get
Yeah, they do.
the chili cheese on it,
Yep.
right? So I do the Del Taco chili cheeseburger. I'm just wondering, is there any like favorites you guys do besides the standard menu stuff or the spicy butthole chicken from Vandal's Wendy's?
I'll always go for spicy butthole chicken.
Because
Uh,
I'm a fan of that.
I don't think it's like a secret menu thing, but I like to get gajole. Yeah, I like to get if I order from Chick-fil-A, obviously, like I just said it, breakfast. I can't do eggs anymore. I can't eat eggs. Like they fucking talk about shit going through me, bro.
Because they're not fucking eggs.
Yeah.
It comes from a carton.
It's a
Well,
powder.
fast
They
food
pour it.
places. Yeah, I
Fucking
know,
hell,
but I
it's
grew
terrible.
up. Not grew up, but I was in the army for 8 years, and like I could eat that
Oh.
shit every day. But I usually what I'll do for like a custom meal is if you order from Chick-fil-A, they got the chicken biscuit. It's just like the biscuit with chicken on it, right? And that's it.
Sure.
And
Sure,
so
sure.
what I like to do is I like
Hence
to
the
add,
name.
yeah, whoa. Maybe
It's
that's why they
dry
call it
as
that,
fuck and
Like,
flavorless. All perfect for you.
I
I
No
like the
spice.
chicken bagel there. You can just imagine what's on.
It's
a
chicken
bagel. It's
and
a
a bagel around
What do
it,
you do
right?
to the chicken biscuit?
But you put fucking tomato and you add it on the extra. It's tomato, lettuce, pickles, and then 2 slices of bacon. And like when you get it, it's like it's the same thing. It's just like the bacon fucking deluxe, but it's got a biscuit on it. And if you ever order Chick-fil-A breakfast, I do suggest that because it's really good. And I don't understand why they think, because like, don't get me wrong, their chicken's not dry, but it's not
Boom.
super like juicy, and it's definitely getting smaller lately, I've noticed. But when you add that little bit of like vegetable water, I guess you'd call it, to it, and the pickle, it makes it a lot more appealing because the biscuit's not just paste into your mouth while you're trying to roll this chunk of chicken around inside there trying to find where to bite.
Yeah.
What in the fucking caucasity, says V8? Wait, did he replace Big Rick? No, kidding.
To answer your question, Sir Rick, I really don't eat fast food very often anymore. at all.
Enough to have a secret? Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
it's just I've got to the point where I am so much better cook, and 99% of the time, I mean, I may make a frozen pizza every now and then, but it's always like
some
DiGiorno's
mustard on
like
there.
croissant crust, and then I always add stuff to it. So I can't stand it anymore. Like it's just fallen off so badly. Like I remember being able to go to Taco Bell and stomach things. I can't anymore. It just looks like vomit in a shell.
Vandal,
Can't do
do
it.
you have a Dave's Hot Chicken in Nevada?
We do.
You should get them and get their no spice.
I'm not gonna pay $12 for the same chicken sandwich I'm gonna get at a other place. You know what I mean?
It's different. It's
Yeah.
an actual chicken breast, not a processed
Yeah.
fucking pink paste.
Maybe they could name one of the chicken recipes after the same as the cologne and deodorant that we use. We'll just call it Old Spice.
Yeah, old seasoning.
So they know how much to put on.
Mine
It's
would
like,
be
oh,
called Bod Body Spray.
I'll take the Old Spice.
Also, Mike T has issues if he's getting shrimp in Arizona
Yeah, I
from
was
Del
actually gonna
Taco.
shout out.
Near the
Uh-uh.
sea, Arizona Sea. It's by the
No.
Arizona Ocean.
Yeah.
No,
The
Arizona Bay?
The Arizona.
Arizona.
the
Arizona.
Arizona, yeah.
Mike T says, bro, I don't know what it is, but shrimp tacos from Del Taco in Arizona should be wrong, but they're so good. And like I will say this, Del Taco, like where Sewer was talking about, I do love. Like they're not that. It's mostly what is it, breading, but their fish
They're
tacos
Mexi fries, man. They're Mexi fries.
It's just fucking chopped lettuce and tomato, not lettuce, but tomatoes and onions on top of fucking like that. Oh my god, snorkel. Anyways, but
We
yeah.
don't have Del Taco.
I don't think they go past Colorado. Maybe like that's like as far as they go. I think.
Yeah, for years I thought it was the way that sitcoms actually were trying to say Taco Bell but weren't allowed to, so they said Del Taco. I swear to God, I really thought that was the case.
Sure.
I lived in a place that I thought was fake because I heard it on a fucking movie, and I ended up living there. So
It happens.
Is
It does.
Yeah.
no, it was Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. It's in the movie Tomboy.
Ern says he likes. Well, at first he said fast food's fucking horrible. There's very few things I will eat anymore, and it's usually disappointing every time. But he
That's the
doesn't
truth.
mind.
Like
yeah.
you build it up in your mind that it's going to be something, and you're looking at it on DoorDash, thinking, "Oh, this picture looks great," and then you eat it, and you're just like, "Why the fuck did I do that?"
But I think we're getting to that point now with fast food because, like, back like I don't know about you guys, but for me, it was considered like a treat. You know what I mean? It wasn't.
I agree.
And then now that we're all older, broker or lazy, we eat it a lot more. So it's probably it's lost its appeal, and it's gotten to the point where like I do custom things now. Before I used to just be like, oh, whatever you give me is fine, But now I'm like, burn the fuck out of the fries. I'm like, make them fucking crispy.
Oh,
I want the
you're one
cops
of
to pull
those
them
people.
over on the way home. Like I want them that good. Like I love them like that. Or I'm over here like before I just be like, yeah, whatever you serve me is fine. But yeah, like
Remind me
I
about
used
this
to-
during one-line interventions. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, I used to love Jack in the Box, but I can't do it anymore either. It's a burner now.
Yeah.
It's definitely
American
a burner.
cheese on a taco is wrong.
I
It's
love
wrong.
their tacos, but
Their
problem-
tacos are not tacos. They're
Yeah.
just
No,
not.
that's
Agreed.
what they're called. We're not gonna get into like this
Yeah.
psychotropic thing about it. But fucking excuse me, Jack in the Box tacos, they kept me alive for years. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It was-
sure.
you
I was
know,
gonna
because it was
say
a
I
buck for
probably
two.
I probably
Yeah.
survived off of fast food for 5 years or so in my 20s. So I
Yeah.
get it. I do understand.
and they're good, but that's like exactly what Sura was saying. It's not consistent anymore, and like you'll get different types of food from the same fast food place depending who's working, and that's
Yeah.
the worst part about it. Because like
God, and they will take anybody right now. They are so desperate
Yeah.
for people.
And like
Funny.
the other day we drove through a drive-through of Jack in the Box. It was one little girl, man. Like I don't know, like not little girl, like a kid, like yeah, but it's like a young lady, and she was in there doing the line. It was like 30 fucking cars, and she's busting her ass and shit. It's gotten to the point now where I've seen it where I'm like, I'm gonna tip this person because I feel bad for them. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
and that shouldn't
All right.
be how it's going. Sorry.
I don't even remember what your original question was, but that was a good topic.
It was
Because-
Why
spicy
does
food.
spice burn his butt? That was his
spicy
question.
food burns
Why-
his
his
butthole.
So
topic
Vandal, you
is-
get to choose the next
Spicy
person
food
to
burns
release
my
their
butt.
topic.
Carry on,
It's obviously gonna be snorkel.
please.
It's the topics. If you're over 30 years old, doesn't matter gender, stop wearing skinny jeans. Period. End
Right
of
now?
story. Don't fucking do it.
Bad
know.
take. Boo.
No, not bad takes. Stop it. There's better cuts. Boot cuts will do just fine.
Boo.
High
Coming
and
off.
low waisted will do
Boo
fine, but
this
stop
man.
wearing the fucking skinny jeans after 30.
Boo
They're
this
off,
man.
man.
I have things to say about this, but Ben, I like that you called it a BK lounge.
Yeah.
That's
In
from
the
the
BK
From now
Kids
on,
Club.
that will be known as the BK lounge. I like
You
that a
never
lot.
heard that
Next-
before?
It'll
No.
be sponsored by
Dean Cook.
Meatloafs
Dean
everywhere.
Cook had a whole segment on it where he's like,
Snorkel.
I got tickets. I used to work at the.
They're
Oh
off,
god,
okay?
we're about
Thank
to see
you.
the sewer tug.
No, it's nothing to talk about.
No.
All right.
You can wear boot cuts. You can wear slim. It's fine. Stop wearing the fucking skinny jeans. It's disgusting.
You just
Stop.
don't like the look around the ankle or what?
The knees, the ankles, your hips don't do it no more. You're over fucking 30. Wear a different cut of jeans.
What if you're like,
Learn different
No.
cut of jeans.
Never gonna
what if
happen.
they're like super fit over 30?
Never
where-
gonna get it. Never gonna
Then
get
you
it.
can go do a nice pair of fucking like slim fits. But then you have something to make room for all that stuff that happens to skinny jeans when you get over the age of 30.
Well, chat, you're hearing it here. What kind of jeans? Skinny?
Steve-O's behind me with even before
Okay, so
30.
I'm sure that my gene situation will probably make everybody else feel better about their gene situation. But I pretty much only wear bibbed overalls anymore. And the main reason is because I don't like showing my ass crack to people, and I feel like it's disrespectful. And
You're
it's
not a plumber, you're
impossible with
saying.
my body type to keep fucking pants up and bend over. It's just a fucking impossibility. But here's the trick, okay? So I have to put a t-shirt on and then put the bibbed overalls on. The problem is because of my beard, how bibbed overalls attach, my beard gets caught in the fucking thing.
No.
So then I have to wear an additional t-shirt over the top to keep that from happening.
It's a romper.
So that's how my life is pretty much all the time, except when I'm home wearing sweatpants, because I just don't like the idea of wearing them in public. Have I done that? Yes, but I just don't like it.
Everybody
So
on this panel's gone to Walmart in sweatpants.
I have regular pants. I will wear them when I have like something I have to do, like an event or whatever. It's just I don't want to show my ass crack to people. And I found the only way to keep that from happening is overalls. Now, I've heard people say suspenders. You've never seen someone my size try and work with a fucking pair of suspenders, okay? They just keep snapping off the back. So not only am I showing you my butt crack, but also you get to hear the snap of the fucking suspenders as they come flying off of where they're attached. It's a disaster. So I've come to this point in my life, and this is where I live.
They have seen
And they're
somebody
not
do
skinny
that
ones.
with the
So I can
suspenders,
tell you
but
that.
they had the 5-point fucking harness goddamn suspenders.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not a look. The overalls are better.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, to me, suspenders are the bow tie of the professional look. Like, I like suspend like
bow ties. Oh shit.
Also,
No,
Ern,
professional.
you're
No, but
the
listen-
pretty one here. Shut up, Ern.
Snorkel. He has a quote. Ern has a quote for you though about the skinny jeans. It's in there in the chat.
I liked V8s more. If you're gonna wear skinny jeans, just go full basic bitch and throw on Lululemons. Honestly, yeah.
no. I gotta understand. Fuck you, okay? How about that one? No, I don't wear like the super skinny jeans like I would when I was like a scene kid or emo kid. I love the skinny cut. It's less stuff moving around. And don't get me wrong, I was alive in the Gene Code jeans era, that Snorkel won't fucking let die, and shit like that.
Never let die. Ever.
But like I don't
wear
I
them
hate
anymore.
the friction of like my pants touching each other. I hate that kind of stuff. But it's not like you see my fucking ball sack as a camel toe or anything like that. Skinny, but a skinny cut it has to be for me. I feel like I move around flexible. Usually those pants have a little bit of stretch in them, some kind of fabric or material in it. Because guess what? They know we're all over 30 wearing them. I don't care if you like it or not, Snorkel. I'm gonna look like a pug standing on his
Just-
own legs for the rest of my life.
Go with the slim cut then. It's the same thing that you're talking about, only without
I think you need to stop worrying about what I put my ass in.
I think Vandal's very
definitely worry about
texture-based.
what you put your ass
Like
in.
how things feel and touch for Vandal is super important.
Texture.
Like,
And if he took
cannot
himself
handle
out of
things
his comfort
that
zone
don't feel right.
No,
and went with a
Snorkel,
better cut of jean,
Like
he would be
Snorkel
happy.
and
don't
Vandal
tell me
have
about
two different.
comfort zones. Leave your room right now.
That's
I
uncomfortable.
can't. There's a green screen in the way.
That's what I thought.
Snorkel, if it makes you feel better, I don't wear jeans often, but when I do, they're Levi 501s.
Oh
original
man, I
fit.
can't take
That's
anybody
fine. That's a
serious.
relaxed cut, and you're good.
I'm sorry, that wasn't for you, Sewer. I was talking to Steve-O. I can't take anybody serious in a bolo tie. I
No.
literally, no matter what information I'm routine, I'm just disregarding. I'm not
I've
even
only
listening to
ever
you.
worn
All
them
I'm
for
staring at is
costumes.
bolo,
Steve-O.
bolo, bolo,
Yep.
bolo, bolo. That's all I can think. I can't handle them. Just can't do it.
Mike T said boot cuts went out in 98. I worked at a clothes store in the 90s. Never admit to it. Boot cuts are only acceptable for the females fashion spectrum. I'm guessing he worked at Lucky.
Or JC
What you don't know
Penney.
about Ern is Ern could probably fit in one leg of
Or Eddie Bauer.
It was the 90s.
He's such a little dude. Like
How the fuck did
he
you
would look
fit
weird
40...
if he wasn't wearing skinny jeans.
How did Ern, though, have 42-inch legs on one of his pair of pants?
Maybe together.
That's
I don't know.
longer than he
Fold them
is.
in half.
I was thinking circumference, not length.
Great
Diameter,
old Dastardly
whatever it is.
in the house. He says there's nothing wrong with ass crack when it's pronounced as it's supposed to be. Intergluteal cleft.
Intergluteal cleft.
Sounds pretty bloody classy to me. It's
That's
funny,
actually words that I would get tattooed above my ass crack like a stripper
3
stamp.
feet inch leg. Well done, Ern. Well done.
And V8DV, I got 505s too. I got 501s and 505s.
501s, 505s, button flies are the best. Fuck zippers.
Oh
Yeah, simple. That's what I got.
man, I tried the buttonfly thing, was not a fan.
I had one
They're
pair-
way
I-
more comfortable, and you don't have to worry. Vandal, you don't have to worry about getting your dick skin caught in the zipper.
No, but I have to worry about my dick sticking out one of the fucking holes.
No,
I
you
can't
do
even
not.
see that area to try and get those buttonholes. It was impossible.
And here's the thing, I don't care if it chips off my dick skin like fucking shit on a stick. Like I am fucking wearing a zipper forever because when I want to go to the bathroom, guess what? I'm so used to the fucking motion. Like,
Do you know how
me and
easy
Deborah
it
to
is to
smoke
unbutton
cigarettes.
those? Like it's
Yeah.
not hard.
The drop
I'm not
down
over
simple.
here.
You are not
doing the
what you're
party
not
thing.
you're not
I'm not-
undoing one button at a
So, but
time.
we
They
don't
all
get our
pop
sh-
off.
We all don't have our jeans pre-worn and fucking worn out. You know what I mean? Like,
Mike T, you want to keep going? 98 clothing store you worked at? Was it Aeropostale? Was that it? You worked at Aeropostale? Was that you? Was that
Mike
you?
T, Jinko jeans, only denim you can confidently jump out of a plane with.
Are we just talking about like Sergio or one of those G companies last week? What's it? Fuck. That
I don't know.
edible
Sergio
started
starts with
kicking
an
in.
Edibles
My
here.
memory's like-
Edibles here. Edibles here.
yeah.
Magic time.
It's
Dude,
man.
so much
Jordache.
airflow on the
It
ball,
was
sir.
Jordache.
So
Somebody
much
was talking
airflow.
about Jordache. You were, because you sent some
Jordache.
people that you didn't like on a wild goose chase for Jordache.
Yeah, it was Jordache. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not that far gone.
So Ern
You're not
has
that
a
far.
28-inch waist with 14-foot long jeans.
28-inch waist.
He had the same waist I had when I was 13.
That's the same waist I had when I was born.
Ern's waist
Oh,
about
fuck.
as big as this
Yeah,
right here.
exactly.
That's it. That's it.
Oh.
Ern,
I could draw Ern on my arm.
send some of those jeans, the G ones, not the J ones, over to us. Jesus
Ern holds
fuck,
an E-pod
dude.
like this.
Ern could probably take one of my T-shirts and camp in it.
We should do that. We should make that a thing.
That's the next segment for next week.
Boing Squad, 5X T-shirt or small
Ern.
pup tent, one of the two.
Mike T says, nope, guess again. Oh, man. So it's probably going to be Abercrombie, maybe?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh,
with
what
the
were we?
boot-
What
Were
are we
they
guessing?
around in the
He
early
worked in a
90s?
Yeah, they were around.
98.
In the 90s.
98.
98?
Yeah, dude, come on.
Old
You never
Navy?
seen the OC?
It wasn't PacSun. It wasn't Old Navy. It's
I
actually
remember
hipper than
PacSun and
that.
Old Navy, but I don't remember
Was it
Abercrombie
Guess?
in 98.
Was it Hot Topic?
Yes, maybe.
Yes. You
It
know?
also wasn't Buckle. Went to
Banana
Guess Buckle.
Republic?
No, they don't have the boot cut thing. Banana Republic's for men who
they're
like camel
fancy.
toes in their asses.
Yeah, people that wear skinny jeans.
Was it like one of those local stores? It's like
You're so
men's
old.
wear with a Z
Hips.
or something, you know?
I see you judging me up there.
Oh, Mike D says the
All
Gap.
into it. Yeah. that's what
Was it that place that Ben Affleck worked at in Mallrats? Was it that place?
He
Oh.
fell into the gap. That's what it was. That was one of the when it was like, guess what? Where I worked. That's where I worked. You got
Ern's,
that wrong.
shit
Ern's
model.
offering to be a new shit model. He meant shirt, but he said shit model.
Nope,
Man.
nope. Don't correct that, Ern. I'm gonna delete your correction.
And save
just-
that for another episode. Okay.
Everyone that sends Earn a cup of shit, I will pay for the postage. Send me the receipts.
Okay.
Send him the shit emoji stickers.
Actually,
just
Ern,
so many
yeah.
Put a
shit
tag in there that
emoji
you want to know if you have
stickers.
colon cancer.
Do it
Ern,
in
you
a-
kind of
yeah.
made that offer to the wrong fucking panelist
Do it in a
because
mil-
I need a shit model. I need a shit model bad.
Suirug definitely needs a shit model.
If you want to
Damn.
help promote my business, I need a shit model, and you would be the face of it, dude.
Earn would be perfect for it because he can crawl out the sewer like got
Oh
a
my
big shit.
You pooping? He's gonna look. Are you pooping? He's
And
gonna find
his,
out.
He's wearing his Jinko jeans, but it looks like bread that's been stuck in soup, so it's like halfway wet, halfway up it. 'cause he
Also,
soaked
this
it
is
all
the
in.
quickest edit I have ever seen from anybody in this chat with how quickly shirt came up. Like, no!
Meant what you said. You said what it
He says
meant.
he'll only model a 3XL. It's gonna look like a hospital gown on you. Like you're a medium at best.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a 28-inch waist. I don't think he's a medium.
I'm trying to give him some street cred here a little bit, you
A
know.
medium in young men's. Okay.
An extra
You know, that-
medium.
No, see,
Like
I'll
in
talk.
kids' clothes when it's like S to M,
Yeah,
you know, small to medium.
it's medium. No, and
Medium.
I'm making jokes. I get it, but Ern, I miss when I was that size, man. It was so much easier to like buy shirts and look cool, you know. Like, it's that guy on heroin. Nah, I'm just poor.
Well,
You know what I mean? Like,
my mouth is really dry. If anybody knows what that is. Okay. Snorkel, if you want to pick the next person, that's
I
gonna
will
go.
pick Anthony to go next.
Man, I wish mine was funnier. It's really not.
Anthony's like, what about all these lesbians?
No, it's not. No, it's not even political at all. It's just something that came to me. You know how things just come to me sometimes. This particular one came to me, and I was like, which Infinity Stone would you take? And the reason why I'm bringing this up is I'm
Reality.
surprised that this isn't some kind of thing that young psychologists don't use, because whatever you choose is kind of really telling about who you are as a person. I felt like that as I was reading these, and I actually did each one individually. Vandal, if you want to read these, that might make this better because I don't think I can read right now.
Real quick though, I was typing it out, but I'll say it. Ern says it's hard to find clothes that actually fit my tiny ass. And I was like, have you tried Build-A-Bear? Anyways, space stone abilities: teleportation, creates things, creates wormholes, and it grants superpowers. So, you know, like super strength or running and jumping high. Power stone abilities: enhances your strength, invulnerability, and endurance, powers weapons, and destroys anything in its path. The reality stone: the ability to change has the ability to change reality, suck out your life force, sloppy toppy, and some open portals.
Red sauce suckers.
Time stone abilities: time travel, the ability to see into the past and future, and you can create time loops. The mind stone: ESPN, telepathy, telekinesis, energy blast, mind control, creates consciousness, so you can, like, you know, create human life or some shit. Grants and awakens dormant superpowers. So that's what happened with Wanda. Spoiler alerts, by the way, in Scarlet Witch. And
I always called it telepathy, but I like telepathy.
I like
just as
telepathy a
well.
lot better. Yeah.
Yeah,
Telepathy.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I can go back to any of those when you guys, you know, anybody makes a decision, and also people in chat by all means. But yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but like the more I thought about it, the more I thought this is definitely very telling. It's like that old thing where they ask you, would you prefer to be able to fly or have invisibility?
Yeah.
And that's always a telltale sign of, like, you know, person's personality. So I thought this would be something similar to that. And, you know,
What am I thinking now, Ern?
it's as close to a game as I get tonight. Let's just put it that way.
I already typed it in, but I've already thought of this back when the 98 Marvel's Ultimate started coming out with the Infinity Stones. And yeah, Reality Stone every single fucking time. Yeah.
So what portal would you open to your butt?
The portal between my mouth and my penis.
Oh my god.
That real red sauce. Lucky dog, you.
They sell that kind of thing on Amazon where you don't have to use your mouth.
No, there's no portal though. It's a whole different thing. Fleshlights are weird.
But yeah, that's weird.
Those are just they're awkward.
I said, coming
You're
from
still
the guy that sucked
holding.
donut cum off his shorts. I'm calling you weird.
I don't know,
My
you
D
suck-
just wants to look at things. He's like Time Stone. I just want to look at things.
Yeah.
He wants to see the first
yeah,
wagon.
the reality
you know?
stone just because being able to swap realities, like, dude, seriously, that thing is way OP.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be cool to do some stuff with it.
Cock is a lie.
VADV.
He didn't
ahead,
mean
Vandal.
cook. He
Give it
knew
to
what he was saying.
Nope, there was no fast edit with that one.
Yeah, he's taking his time. He knew what he meant. What was the first one again?
First one's the Space Stone.
Ooh, I kind of like that idea.
Well, tell us more
Teleporting?
about that.
Yeah, wormholes. Oh my gosh, I'd be wormholing all over the place.
Where would you go?
Hear me out. Granting superpowers would be amazing when people were unsuspecting of them. Right? Be like, hey, guess who's gonna fly right now? And they're like, what? They don't know what they're
Oh,
doing.
come on. You could be a little bit more creative than that. I'm sure you could give out superpowers that maybe, are kind of super and kind of a curse. I can see that being fun.
Burning butthole bladder and like just give them like the launch ship.
Every
Like,
time you
yeah.
whistle, you get $100, but you also shit your pants.
Yeah, I like that and teleportation because that would be really great because I'm
I
horrible.
know there's some
with
people
time.
out there that like to probably spend 8 hours on the toilet. So, yeah, that might work.
Yeah, my brother.
Well,
Jesus.
could you probably with the Space Stone just teleport the shit out of your ass?
That would be the
Oh, no,
shit.
he's going to be
Just
granting superpower to somebody else.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
that's-
giving them the option.
I'm here.
But could you
Make someone
imagine you all of
invisible?
a sudden have to go shit and you just teleport it into the sun rather than actually having to shit?
Or would it be like those kind of things where it's like kind of cartoonish, where like you're like, fuck, I gotta take a shit, and you try to like teleport it out, but instead you teleport and the shit's there, and then you look over and it just falls, on the chair you were sitting in.
Did it
that's
again.
not teleportation. You had to be able to physically see the item.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know how you could teleport it from inside of your body to the outside of your body.
Well, then you could
Create
just
a
leave it there,
wormhole
like
from
I
your
said.
eye to your butthole.
Oh my
Wormhole,
God.
wormhole to it. I'd be granting all sorts of superpowers though. Every time you yell, you vomit. Like yeah, I would just be gifting the gift of superpowers to everybody for nonsense.
I could see that being fun. I really could. I could
That
definitely
would
see
be
that.
super fun. That's
Yeah.
that's
Vern
my.
says
so-
I like
Stone.
wormholes. Sewer
Also,
rugs.
V8, the cake is not a lie. It is very moist and delicious.
He read my mind. Ern read my mind. Oh,
Yeah.
he's good.
He
He's
said
good.
he likes wormholes. Warm.
Yeah.
Warm. I'm trying to say it so everyone gets it. Warm.
Wormholes. Wow.
What about you, Vandal?
Telepathy?
Which stone do you want?
Let me see the copier again. No.
We can do them all here.
Yeah.
I'll just run through them.
Boom.
Because I know it's a lot of information to try and take in.
I always
so.
forget. Yeah, I would say the Mind Stone. Actually, I had to remember, but I think that one would be cool because telekinesis and energy blast. Like, I want to fuck some shit up. Pew pew pew.
He's gonna talk all this shit. It's all about the mind control. That's all.
Well,
he
yeah, and that's
wants.
the next. That's
Yeah.
you got to ease.
Quit hitting
into it.
yourself. Quit
You don't
hitting
just you
yourself.
don't
Quit
you don't beat your wife after the wedding. You wait a couple months. No. So anyways, creates consciousness, stuff like that. I'm not really out here trying to like create people, so that one I wouldn't do it. I think the telekinesis and the tilapia would be great because then you could look into people's minds and then be like, oh, you're really good at this, and you can grant them that power, you know what I mean, or whatever, or you could see how it would benefit in a situation, things like that. Plus, not like necessarily like, drones of armies or creating a city like they did in WandaVision or nothing like that. But I would like to use it. I wouldn't even like, quit my job if I had this. I would just like inject a little bit of fucking common sense into some dumb fucking people that are around me. Not necessarily just at work, but
Oh,
in
no.
general.
That's society's dormant.
Nobody give him
superpower.
the fucking mind stone. I'm dead if he gets that thing.
No. Sorko wanted to suck his own dick, now he's gonna suck his own ass.
Superpower.
After eating so many Takis.
But yeah, if you could grant and awaken dormant superpowers, then you would know about people's superpowers before them. So would you ever like tease people about it? Be like, oh, I bet you could stop a bullet, and just walk by and like flick them,
Shoot
and then
'em.
like, like, would you be doing that kind of stuff?
Well, I
if
would
you had
definitely
that?
fuck with people, and like, see, I'm a petty kind of person, so I would be like, oh, you're supposed to be really good at this, but you don't know it yet, and and I'm kind of like gatekeeping you from it or whatever. I'm like, I bet you could wish you could walk up those stairs, but it's a Make a Wish kid, you know.
Yeah.
It's like I could fix your T cells right now, but who am I to play God? Like,
Mike D says he'll take the gallstone, and Ern says no more kidney stones. I
yeah.
think he's had enough of those. But what's the gallstone?
Evidently, the stones they're talking about are very much more real.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
easier
thought
to
I had one
acquire.
a couple weeks ago, and it turned out to be a really juicy fart.
Oh, lucky dog.
Gallstones are painful as
Yeah.
motherfucking
It was really
F.
weird because it made my when it came out, my foreskin went like this.
Do
Is
you
that
get those
because you
when you're
got
at
caught in
sea?
another zipper?
I'm trying to say I farted out of my wiener.
Lucky. Do you only get gallstones when you're at sea? How does that
No.
work?
You
It's
get
not a
gallstones
seagull?
when your liver produces too much bile.
Oh, snorkel. All right,
I
Jordan.
lost my gallbladder. I know this shit.
No, it's not even a real question.
I don't care. I'm answering it.
Thank you. At least I know now.
Snorkel's that old lady at
actually-
the grocery store, like, oh yeah, these peaches look great. I don't like your tattoos.
Also, peaches look terrible. How dare you?
Someone go eat an apple 20 feet around Snorkel, please.
One
Yeah,
more,
Ern
and you get a
collected
set
all
of steak
5
knives.
already.
Ern.
Yeah.
Ern collected all 5.
So,
Awesome.
Anthony, obviously, you've put some thought into this.
Yeah, and you and I are picking the same one, which is
Weird.
I guess a little bit, yeah, because
Oh.
in my personal opinion, the others are kind of lack in things that this one. There's really no reason. Like if you have another stone, I just mind control you and then use you to use it in the ways that I need it to
That's
be done.
not fair. Superpower fart.
What do you mean it's not fair?
Superpower fart.
I changed
Sorry,
the
life's not
reality.
fair.
I changed the reality where you didn't do that.
No,
This is
because
like
I've
Inception.
already got you
Fire
under
Fallout
mind control. You
Adventure.
don't get to do what you want to do anymore.
No, you
As
still
soon as
do.
I see you with it, it's like, okay, I own you. And then if you try anything, then I just what I love is Grant's dormant superpowers. So not only can he awaken them, but he can also just like give you whatever he needs at that particular time. There's the Mind Stone is baller. I guess people with a strong mind understand that, and I mean, this is what happens. But
I just find it
the right
odd
one.
that you've agreed now twice with Vandal in one show.
He's stoned.
I'm high.
Why are you?
I'm like
How
liberal.
are
high.
you?
That's how I am.
It's funny you say that because I was like, I'm gonna see if I tonight in my head. I was like watching just now, and I was like, I'm gonna get Anthony to get a nose ring. I'm gonna get Anthony to get a nose ring.
Anthony agreeing with Vandal. We've come to a new segment, a brand new segment nobody saw coming.
But I agree with Anthony, man. Like you get all the uses you would need for the most part of the other ones out of this one.
Yeah, because I mean, okay, so I'll have you open a wormhole wherever I really want to go. Destroys anything in its path. Great, we'll put you in the front.
Juggernaut, bitch.
Oh, somebody comes against you. Okay, just suck out their life force. Okay, I'm good with that. And to be honest, even though they've built an entire series of movies around this, I feel like this is the weakest one.
It is definitely the weakest one.
On the execution.
Not trying to be
that they've
mean,
done.
just kind of feels that way.
But that's why they
Comes and
use
goes.
interdict cucumber salad. You know what I mean?
But luckily, none of us picked that one.
yeah.
But on the other hand, the humans would be in charge of the weakest one because the other ones are way too powerful for them to deal with. So maybe
Oh yeah,
that's,
nobody give me the reality.
that's
stone.
why. It's like we'll
No.
give this to the humans. They can't really fend off anybody serious, but
They
if
could
this
just
gets in
rewind
the
and wait
wrong
for us to
hands,
show up.
we'll deal with it. Yeah.
Create a loop until they show up. Yeah.
Be kind, rewind until we get here. All right. Anyway.
Origami, I've come to barter.
All right. I guess it's all down to Sewer of the Rug for the last topic of Hot Topics.
Mine sucks, yeah. So you guys all had really good topics. Guess what? Mine's not that great. I had one, and Vandal kind of crushed it when he
Oh.
brought up food stuff, so that was good. But I had a backup one, and that's where we're going with. So this is going to be a half Seward conversation here. Back in the day, I'm talking early 1900s. Sideshows used to be traveling ventures, right? And I'm talking like Barnum Brothers in the 30s, things like that. In the off season, when these traveling, bearded ladies and sword swallowers needed somewhere to vacation or lay dormant, they would go to Gibsonton, Florida. Gibsonton, Florida became widely known as the Carney resting area, right? And in this community, they were allowed to display their sideshow antics and things on the side of their houses. They've since been pushed out of Gibsonton. So I say to you, what gives? What gives? Society now is so accepting of everything and everyone. Why can't our carnies have a space to be? In Colorado, there's a space for short people, and they call it small town USA, and it's where short people live.
Really?
But there's no carny place. And
Don't get stuck on that, Vandal. Stay with the Florida thing, all right?
Also, Sui, it's
Look up
called
Gibson.
Romania.
Just for the beginning.
They just ship them all to Romania.
no, they exist.
Ship them to Romania. We'll be good.
Fuck that.
I,
No way.
I love freak shows too, Ern, and that's what I'm saying. And they're just normal people, but they have oddities about them, right?
They are
Maybe
not
extra-
normal people.
I would just say send them to Eugene
woman-
because they will just look like everybody else on the street and they won't feel weird at all.
Give them a bike and a top hat.
100%
They would
that.
blend
I
in.
mean, honestly, we could
I mean, yes,
use
the climate's going to be
entertainment.
colder, than they're used to in
It's not
fucking
cold.
Florida, but it would be much better
It's-
for them.
It's
Plus, they
way
can get
too
the
warm.
drugs
It
they
got
really
to
want.
72 degrees today. Ugh.
I
You found small town? You found small town?
no,
Tell me
I
about
didn't.
small town.
No. I
Okay.
just I felt like I was a pretty cultured person. You know what I mean? Like obviously, I felt like I was cultured, but I had no idea. Like you hear about like it's like Chinatown or Little Italy or something like that in the city, but I didn't know there were whole cities and stuff like that dedicated to smaller people.
Yeah.
Like I did not know that, and so like
Are you upset because you didn't get an invite?
no.
You're not allowed to go in. You could step over the gate, but you're not supposed to. Like,
Yeah, it's kind of like when you see a really nice trailer park, and the reason why it's nice is 55 and up. You know what I mean? That's what I feel like it would be like going to one of these places. But and
Way
I'm not,
too
I'm
many
not trying to be
STDs.
super like rude about it. But do they just drive like Power Wheels around? Is that why we're not allowed there? Like they'd get ran
Yeah.
over?
well, I got a question about that. Why would they call it a trailer park? I never saw like swings or fun things in
Because you
there.
park your trailer there.
Oh.
Yeah. Also, Vandal, they are making adult-sized big wheels.
Oh, they already have them, man. They've had
No,
them for
yeah.
years. But
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
The
Like, I'm
company.
not trying to be a total dick, but like, do they drive that stuff? Like, when you go to Carney Town, did they like have like the little train for the little kids and they drive them to the different parts of town?
Their own space. They
Like,
live their own lives.
Also,
yeah.
Mike T needs to find his people, so enlighten us about small town there, Sewer Rock.
It's near Evergreen, Colorado, and it's a quick stop, along the way. And it's their town where they live. It's small town USA. It's fantastic. But I was talking about Gibsonton. Gibsonton.
I
Yeah,
have questions
send-
about Gibsonton.
Ern
Also, I'm
says-
sorry, Steve-O, but when I read your comment, I'm so stoned. I thought it said everybody is just a bunch of Phoebe Cates.
Yeah, no, I see that.
I had to read it 3 times before I got it.
Ern says he doesn't like
But anything,
carnies.
how are they physically able to kick these people out of this town? I mean, what is it? Is it a law that they're breaking? I mean, how are they doing this? Are they raising their rent, or I mean, what's the deal?
I didn't read enough to know. And once again, this is half-assed because this was option B, so I just kind of skimmed the wiki page there.
Sure,
But,
just
yeah,
so
they-
headlines is what we're talking about. So
yeah. They got pushed out over time, is all I know. But that used to be their off-season hangout, and I just once again, that must have been a fun community.
So one 90-year-old bearded dragon's getting kicked out of her rent-controlled apartment, and now it's a haven for carnies.
Yeah, lizard tongue
was
man
at some
hanging
point,
out.
so- Yeah.
Bearded ladies doing her thing. Everyone gets to be a carny there.
Well, and like I get it. Obviously, just like you, I know nothing about this, but no. What I imagine though, like in today's society, stuff like that isn't that weird anymore. Like you have people like like don't get me wrong, like natural defects and stuff. Obviously, you know what I mean. Unless you're Tara Reid, Well, whatever.
Oh, whoa.
But,
Friend of the show, Tara Reid.
yeah.
Perfection.
But at this point in society though, like there's things like TikTok and Instagram and things like that. And like I get it, being like pushed from your home would suck, but it seems to me that you have plenty of options to make a lucrative choice with your skills or talents, I guess you call it, whatever you want to call it, and probably like live a happier, bigger, better life.
I feel like everybody should gang up on Steve-O for his comment.
I mean, I think a bearded lady would do pretty good on Instagram if she was working for like a beard, like oil and wash and wax kind of company. Especially if she was like semi-attractive anyway, because then you've got the beard and the look, and
Well,
it's
not
like
even
famous.
like you have to. Yeah, not even have to be.
You both could
attractive
share
to me.
soup.
Fuck out of here. Not even, you don't even have to be like, attractive to me. I think that's a great idea, Anthony. Marketing wise, it would be to use the bearded lady for a manscaping ad. I don't give a fuck what this Instagram model says about my balls. I really don't. You know what I mean?
I
But
do
the
care
bearded lady-
deeply about
I mean,
the
think the
bearded
fat lady,
knowing
she
about
could be
my
the
balls.
before picture for a bunch of these, gummies that are supposed to help you lose weight. She could do a bunch of those before pictures.
Guys, there's tiger tamers, there's fire eaters, there's all sorts of people in Gibsonton.
which would be cool to watch on Instagram.
I thought you said they were all kicked out.
They're
So
getting
are they
kicked
there
out.
Or are they not there?
They're getting
it'd be
kicked
funny
out.
if
Okay,
they
Sewer Rug, I'm gonna need you to go back,
find
Yep.
this.
do some more research on this, and we need a report.
You know what
That's
the
what's gonna
best
happen.
part's gonna be?
How many
is, like,
pages?
If he read it like that, right? and he was
7
like-
pages, non-double space, single
Yeah.
type, single space.
and
College
it's-
rule?
College rule, single space,
Okay.
AMA format, AMA format.
Max
Oh,
3
okay.
minutes, like the 3-minute stand in front of the class speech
Yeah.
about Gibsontonville,
Even though
Florida.
the days of circus are long gone, Gibson
Not
Town
right
still
now.
possesses its
Plagiarism,
unmistakable atmosphere
plagiarism.
and
He's reading
showmanship.
Wikipedia.
No, hold on. How much is the bookie for my eulogy? He did a
That would be
YouTube
$3.99.
show. It's almost like that. You guys know that thing that goes around on Instagram and stuff. It's like, this is how I feel talking to people. And it's the guy in the old school restaurant. He's like, still hot outside? How about the sports? Like,
Also, Ben, I bet he doesn't live in Gamerstown or wherever the hell
Gibsonton.
Gibsonton town.
Gibsontonville.
Gibsonton.
the best part is though, it's gonna be funny. He goes, he looks into this a little bit more. Sura goes and he's like doing his research, and that was one of those headlines for like they're pushing them out because now they're buying their own state. You know what I mean? It's like fuck.
They're gonna move to the Eastern Oregon merges with Idaho thing that's going
it's
on.
12 miles away from
Yeah.
Tampa. Okay. Geologically,
That's not
great.
far enough away from Tampa.
Great.
That's
I'm not
really.
far away enough from Florida, and I'm.
What are they
fucking
gonna name it?
on the
Like
other side of
Origo?
the
Their post office has a counter for dwarves as well. True story. There is a small.
Why don't they just have the counter for dwarves and then everybody else can just deal with it?
Because they have the tallest guy in the
Yeah.
world too.
So he can still reach the counter
Everyone
for dwarves.
fits in Gibsonton.
Great One
Everyone
Basky says, I'd call that conclusive proof that gypsies aren't welcome anywhere if they're not accepted in Florida, I think is what he meant. 'Cause
That's why Romania still exists. Everybody just go to Romania. We're good.
Florida literally is like, it's everyone across the world knows of like Florida man, you know what I mean? Like, if you can't make it in Florida, I gotta tell you something, like, we're not getting into the politics part, but the fucking mayor of Florida wears fucking cowboy high heel boots. Like, if you can't make it in Florida, like,
You
come
can
on.
still make it in Reno.
That's true.
Ben, ask your friend Odd Corey about
about
Gibsonton. I
Pahrump?
need answers. Ask him if he's infiltrated.
Surirug, you need to do an interview with Odd Corey.
Yeah, let me interview Odd Corey and the Sword Swallower.
You remember when like a tattooed woman was like a sideshow thing?
Yeah,
It's
and
a
now
big
it's
deal.
just something
Now
I
it's
look
just-
up on
yeah.
Instagram.
And now it's just Starbucks.
Now
You
it's
think
just
that's
a
where they're
lane.
getting pushed out though, because they're like, yeah, you're not weird enough. You know, they're like, this is Florida. You're not weird enough. Get out. You think
They're
that's
like,
You
but
have
my
to
401k is vested. Like,
You
Like
need
a-
to smoke meth out of the tail of a crocodile that's still alive to still live in
the
Gibson
Florida,
Town.
the Florida fucking state auditor comes in. You guys haven't stolen catalytic converters in a while. What's going on here? Like, he's like, oh, no copper wire hiding behind that shed, is there? No, no. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
you got to
lawnmower.
move out of Gibson Town now.
Yeah.
That's just the
I'll
thing.
write a report for the Florida fallout, and we will all have a wonderful time.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
And you tried to say your segment wasn't funny. How
Maybe
dare
Stuart
you?
Rugg's new segment is going to be the Florida
Florida
fallout. And then
fallout.
Every week,
Yeah.
you got to give us some
This
news
week
from
in Florida.
Because honestly, it's not hard.
I love
It
how
really
You
no.
type in Florida Man any day of the year and get a fantastic Vandal story right there in print.
Yeah.
and I want to shout out V8 because I think this is what his second show here, and he still doesn't understand that I don't say the right thing, but I say enough that you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because he's like, did he call him the mayor of Florida?
Just read between the lines.
V8,
you know?
he's definitely the mayor of Florida. He's not the governor. Promise you. He's
V8,
the
no
mayor.
one accused Vandal of having telepathy, okay?
Yeah.
So just kind of
Just
Started a whole
marketing.
segment called "I'm No Gynecologist" because he kept using that instead of whatever the real doctor or scientist term.
V8,
it
you
was.
have to remember that Vandal is Vandal.
Ern says, don't think they were pushed out. Think they all just got old and died or just moved away over the years.
That's what I said earlier. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm in
Yeah.
agreement.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing too.
Once
It's like
again-
communities die off. You know, like what do you want to go repopulate them? Like,
That's why I'm
yes,
like, it's
go-
the
go
last
fuck
one
Sealand.
is there, and they're like, they all got pushed out, and it's like, no, they all fucking died.
He's
Suey
just sitting there
Rugg.
eating glass like, you can't
Suey
get
Rugg.
me.
Like the
Just-
tallest man or whatever it is, everybody would be like, why don't you play basketball then? Like,
Yeah.
why aren't you famous for that?
And it's funny too because I just imagine like not like the carnies with like the tent kind of thing because we're modern day carnies. I just imagine like a fucking 18-wheeler that has a fucking disassembled fucking not cartwheel whatever they're fucking called
Wagwheel?
yeah, pinwheel on trailer, all deconstructed. He's sitting there, he's got his fifth wheel trailer over there, and he's blasting Kid Rock, and he's like Stuart Ruck said, eating glass like they'll fucking never get this land, And he's just sitting there, he's got a
I
fucking
think he
Bluetooth
means
boombox.
Ferris wheel.
I
Yeah,
think
Ferris
he
Bueller's
means
Day
Ferris wheeling.
Ferris
Yeah.
Bueller's
Pinwheel
Day Off,
and Ferris wheel are a couple different things,
No,
but that's
the,
okay.
the ferret wheel is the thing that's
They both spin in circles,
Yes,
Anthony.
they do.
And it makes them
I know.
tired. Yes, it makes them really tired.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's the point of a ferret
But I don't
wheel.
think he would need a fifth wheel trailer to haul around a pinwheel
Well,
You
why
haven't
not?
been to Oregon.
because it's about you hold it in your hand.
I want to point out
plastic.
it took Ern 3 minutes to find out more about this topic than it took me 7 days to figure this out. So thank you, Ern.
Also, I believe Ern did less time than you did.
Much less. I mean, like I said, I saw the wiki page. I was like, paragraph scroll, and I just kind of read like a line of each one until I got some sort of synopsis of what was the hapses.
No, I don't care how we got here,
How
but
the
now that we
fuck
have
do you
a,
pronounce the
Florida
word
Fallout
V8
segment.
said?
I'm happy with that result. So that was good.
Dusk tit?
Oh my god, Snorkel, just suck it.
Who the fuck is that?
DeSantis.
All right, you want to go on to another segment? Let's just do that.
Yeah. Carry on. I'm wearing
All
a
right.
shade.
One-liners, which are one-line interventions. This kind of grew out of this stupid thing that we saw that said, you look like you own a snake. And I just thought that was like one of the best one-line interventions I'd ever heard. So I was like, this might be a fun segment for us to do. I talked to the guys after the show about it. They already knew, regardless of what they tell you now. But I thought we would come up with some of these just for fun. Now, these are just for fun. We're just having a good time. No, as Vanna would say,
please, yeah.
I don't mean to offend, but all the offense. So
Especially mine. Yeah.
we're going to open this up
Disclaimer,
to the
folks, this is
chat.
for
We're gonna open
laughs.
us up to the panel. I can start. I wrote some down just so, I knew I was going to be like this, so I didn't want to forget.
I
Disclaimer,
definitely
this
say
is just for
Anthony-
laughs. Don't be offended. This is just for
Entertainment
laughs.
Actually,
purposes only.
if you were offended, never watch again.
Oh, there you go.
You know?
Boom, roasted.
That was the real disclaimer. Maybe your last time here. One-liner. So you're basically telling someone that they need to go to rehab, and this is the one way to say it.
Well, not necessarily. It just might be something that you find repugnant, or basically what you're saying is you look like the kind of person that would do this, which also kind of leads to you're kind of a piece of shit.
It might be
That's how it is.
a
That's what-
line
that's
I've
what we're
actually
going for.
used on somebody
So here,
before.
I'll start us off. I'll just do one.
Please.
So you look like you wear pajamas in public.
I do wear pajamas in public.
This is actually just
You're
for
a
you,
piece of
Snorkel.
shit. That's
Yeah.
exactly the
I mean,
point
I
I'm
am.
trying to make.
Welcome to your
When I-
Like some of these might feel a little pointed towards panelists, but
When I finally
while I
get
was
to
writing
that
these, I kept
Yeah.
thinking about the show and people on the show. So
because usually I agree with Ern. Have to have a shower, have to be dressed nice to go out in public, but then sometimes depression hits and pajama pants are in.
yeah, and that's fine. Hey, that's the person that you are, and I accept you. But I
You
also
piece of
know you're
shit.
the kind of guy that will wear pajamas in public.
You
Cat
don't
has
accept me.
Frozen.
Also, Psycho Stick makes a really good song about wearing pajamas in public, so listen to that.
Chat has frozen in suspense. Vandal, please carry this one-liner on. They are waiting
Yeah.
for you.
Snorkel looks like he listens to Moby unironically.
Who?
Moby.
You don't have to be
Moby.
specific with the
Moby.
Yeah, we don't
I
have to
heard-
say names,
I
Vandal.
I heard
we can make it
Moby.
vague.
I can see
I
already.
heard Moby.
We can make it vague.
I
I
got
don't
very.
wanna.
I got
Is
confused.
it? I got one. Does this work? You look like you got the same amount of teeth as you do fingers left. Is that okay? Okay.
Close. Yeah, I mean, we're getting
warming
there.
up. Getting
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. You want
You're
it
in-
to be something that you don't know for certain, but you assume by the way that they dress or talk or whatever. It's like it would. I mean, no offense, but it would be like somebody who says you look like you grew up in a trailer. Like saying that, I don't know that to be 100% true, but you're saying that to someone because of some action that they're like wearing pajama pants in public. You look like you grew up in a trailer.
Snorkel without names. You got one?
It's one I've used before. You're in less shape than a middle school lesbian gym coach.
Oh.
I resemble that.
Can you be that for Halloween?
Yes, I can.
Oh no!
This isn't pointed at anyone on the panel because I don't think it really would fit that. But you look like you know all the names to the Real Housewives.
Was one named Karen? Hopefully.
I have no idea.
I don't know
I don't
either.
want to know you if you do.
I know.
It's basically like a kiss off.
Wait,
Like
Delane's
Vandal.
still in the chat. What were the
Oh,
names,
no.
Delane?
Vandal Steve-O's got one.
I'm the type to be offended by a segment. I'm the reason we have these segments.
You look Kentucky with the.
yeah, that was what I had earlier today too.
Oh
Oh,
God!
Kentucky.
That felt
you
a little
got me.
pointed towards one of our other chat members,
I
but
drive
anyway.
a Subaru because I'm gay.
Here's my Subaru key right here. Kudos.
You look like you drive a Subaru.
Way to go,
Yeah.
Michael Scott.
Well, following
Oh.
Kentucky, then I'm gonna say this other one is like you look like you drive a PT Cruiser.
You look like you wear a Tweety Bird sweater still.
That's pretty good.
This is
The
just-
best parts of you ended up as a cum stain on the mattress.
You look like you listen to shit, kid.
You look like your parents loved you.
Oh no, V8. You look like you think Wendy's is spicy.
Ah. See, Delane said it. She said it. No.
Oh Jesus fuck.
Oh, I'm not following that one. That was
Oh no, and Ben's is good too.
What did Ben say? He said, dude, I knew once that a guy looked like he'd suck a dick for gas money and then walk home.
faked it. He faked it. Beautiful.
Which I
Steve, it doesn't have to be, but evidently it is.
And also,
You look like you live off a.
Sorry,
Hmm?
go ahead. Sorry,
No,
go
no,
ahead.
no. What does
No,
Kentucky say?
he said, "Don't worry, Ern. I also drive an Outback."
That's what I got. Outback. Well, it's my wife's shitmobile right now. Sorry. You look like you live off a gas station diet.
oh, that's pretty good.
Not directed at any panelist. Big. Snorkel?
Oh, it's directed at me.
I look like I should be sponsored by Hostess. Anyway, you look like you drink Bud Light.
Ah.
That's Vandal.
I look like my work.
Also, he can't shotgun it, so.
This is like the hair joke. It just doesn't die.
No, it will never die.
Storko looks like he'd wear a ponytail.
Have worn a ponytail.
I know.
Rocked it better than you could.
You look like you.
do-
Someone who'd order a burger at Del Taco.
It is true. It is delicious.
Well played. Well
It's a real
played,
place,
Davo.
It's a real place.
Oh, bad.
Oh,
you look
no.
like you'd watch a live stream and not hit the like button, says V8.
Ooh, deep cuts
We don't do that around here.
by Jack Handley.
You look like you learned how to play guitar for the ladies, but Third Eye Blind ain't cutting it. Simple.
Wish
If you
would
can't
jump
play it
off
with a
from
purple
that
dildo,
ledge,
you
my
ain't
friend.
trying hard enough.
What?
If you can't play it with a purple dildo, you're not trying
Oh,
hard
never
enough.
mind. I thought you said something else.
God. Thanks for saying it twice.
Hey, he said what?
I know. How about you look like you do a YouTube show from your childhood bedroom?
I got a green screen.
You look like you Google it but not use it. You look like you take this seriously.
You look like you don't know the difference between a muffler and a catalytic converter.
You
They're on bottom, obviously.
look like you live in a garage.
Oh shit, I'm supposed to be offended. Fuck,
You
I
look like
forgot
you
about.
wear overalls as a romper.
Oh, you look like you think androids are superior.
You look like Tom DeLonge if he never got out of rehab. Oh man.
That's it. That's all I got for tonight, guys. That's it. I'm all done. I think it's time for some parts or time to go home or whatever we're doing.
We got some time for some parts. We were doing hour and a half shows once.
Notice my stuff is done in an hour and a half. There was no reason to go any farther.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's
Actually, this was a
one.
good conversation show. I mean, it was fun. We got to talk about a bunch of different topics. That's what made it
That
fun
was
because none of us
fucking
knew what the
poppin',
other ones
too.
were going to talk about. So
I didn't even know what I was going to talk about.
I wouldn't have known
Oh,
about
no way.
Gibsonville, crazy Florida psychopaths, without
Yeah.
tonight. So rock on.
I might Google that.
God, my mouth is
I won't.
I mean,
Google
might.
Yeah.
I might finish Googling that. Who knows?
I always tell Anthony I might watch the movie he talks about too.
He did talk about one earlier today, didn't he?
Yeah, it was the potato head thing. No.
Yeah, okay, cool. I thought we're on the same page.
You're in the right place.
Yeah. All right. How about those both?
Bert Lebowski coming in very late, but just before the cutoff. You look
Yeah.
like your mama should have swallowed.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
100%.
Taking
yes.
that to the heart,
Yep,
Wombatsky. I'm
that's
taking.
good.
I know
That's
we're
really
not
good.
calling out panelists, but God, that stings. All right, what do we got next?
So, what this game is, kind of a game, whatever. What we do is we go on Facebook Marketplace and I find something for you guys to bid on. And so it's kind of like Price is Right rules.
It's
for
a
anyone
game.
to
What else
do.
would you call it?
Yeah.
Disclaimer,
Game.
he is only explaining this to Ben.
Yeah. Your special
NVA
bid.
TV.
No,
He
he
was
was
here
here last week.
We
Did
did
we
a
do it?
couple of food
Without
parts.
we
going
did
over?
we did a food parts.
Yeah.
Listen,
Same
just
rules.
bid on what he's talking about without going over. Whoever's the closest wins.
Yeah.
That's how it
Ah,
works.
it's so
There we
simple.
go.
I like
That
Vandal.
is. I
Can
like
we get the long
Anthony.
story short
Yeah,
explanation?
there we go.
Yeah, I didn't like that, Anthony. I was too-
So Vandal
He was
does
struggling
the
with
show.
it. I was trying to
and
help.
Anthony just explains it.
Yeah.
Anthony, you're going to need to take more edibles so that you can explain it so much quicker.
All right. So what we have up first is a 3 bedrooms, 3 bath house in Las Vegas. 31,000 square feet.
No,
Oh,
no, shut up.
Hold on.
363 square feet. No, hold on. You guys get to see pictures. Remember?
No,
Okay,
I
you
don't
said
wanna see
31,000
pictures.
square feet, then you said 363 square feet.
No,
I'm just
I am-
wondering,
31,000.
You said a house for sale in Vegas. I put my bid in. We're done.
Okay. AC available. Heating
option.
available. In-unit laundry, off-street parking, 3 beds, 3 baths. It's a container house, reduced to discover a unique 2-story container home on a 31,363 square foot lot. So it's 0.72 of an acre. This 3-bedroom, 2 and 3/4 bath home offers 1,610 square feet of innovative living space. Major construction was done in 22 to 23. Enjoy a rooftop terrace with stunning views. 4-car carport is 24 feet by 40 feet. Building materials like lights, tile boxes, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, let me show you the pictures first. And remember, this is a container home. Yes, sewer rug.
I want to see the photos
Oh, okay.
so bad.
So this is the picture
If only
of...
we would put it on the Zoom, so we didn't have to wait the 8 seconds.
Because
We
I
have
can't
to
do
wait
that.
the
Well,
8
if he
seconds.
would put the picture up before he starts reading the description, it would
That
be up
would
by the
work
time he was
too.
done. But
Yeah.
he refuses to play that
Kind
way.
of like how
It's
you
not
do it
like
with PT
everyone
Cruiser.
banters off
He
for
reads,
45
then he
minutes.
posts. Here we go, guys. Here's the container. That's a garage.
Those aren't
There's-
containers.
That's a garage under the container.
And
It's lifted.
so I'm going to go through these pictures.
It's a lifted garage. Does he have a lift kit on his garage?
Yeah, it's bagged.
What was that, Gibson Town? He needs to move to
Gibson
Gibson Town.
Gibsonton.
Whatever, same difference.
You look like you're from Gibsonton.
I quit. That was it.
See,
I will
so
always reign
this is
champion.
why I
Oh,
told you
brilliant.
guys to wait to place your bids.
Nope, my bid's already done. I'm still solid
Oh,
on my
Honestly,
bid.
plumbing
yeah, the
looks
real estate
nice.
market in Nevada is just
It's
nuts.
an acre of land in Nevada.
Right.
No, I'm still solid on my bid.
I
Well,
think
the container's
actually, I'm
solid,
thinking
too.
he's underbid, to be honest.
Container looks solid too.
I like how it says heat available and
It's optional.
AC available.
In quotes, available.
It's available in the summer.
If
It's
they put
available
one
from
in, it's
delivery at
available.
Home Depot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
but Kentucky coming out with a solid bid though.
Yeah, 69,696, Bob. 69,696. Ern says 300,000 square feet or 3,000 square feet. I said 0.75 of an acre. You do the math. I'm not from England.
Or is he from Gibson Town? So
Oh, God.
Why would
But,
anything be measured in 300,000 square feet? I guess a house maybe, but there's no way you'd fit that size of a house on
So-
a point.
a whole lot of Beverly Hills houses, yeah.
Yeah. So Snorkel came in with 1.2 million hot. D8 says 578,000. Kentucky Shine says the 69,6. Ben says 400K. Steve-O says 420,69, 690.
Steve-O
says,
automatically
both
gets
parts.
half a point.
Graham Baskey says started the bill, then found meth. $499,973. Burt
I think
Peets.
they found meth before they started the build.
Yeah.
Ronnie Jim coming in with this.
Actually, what you don't realize, they built it in a weekend.
Ronnie also getting half a point. There we go.
$666,666. He's that Slipknot song. If you're $555,000, then I'm 666. Ern says $1, Bob.
Covering the low end. Yep.
Man, everybody's
Oh
right there. in
fuck
that-
yeah, Ern gathering up all those unmet bids.
Can't go over it.
Sewer rug.
Yeah.
What would you say?
I'd say I would give probably $750,000 for Siegfried and Roy's old tiger cage.
I used to live right down the street from the. Oh, I'll save that for a show.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because we're not on one right now.
For their old tiger cages, yeah, 750,000.
750K. Anthony.
What's the high bid?
The highest
1.2
one-
mil.
Yeah, Snorkel.
All right, I'll go 1.5.
Ooh.
1.5. All right. The actual price being sought for this is 325,000.
Oh
Wow,
shit!
this one,
Wow,
yeah,
that's a
this
steal.
one.
Somebody buy this. Aren't you
Is it
still
Ern?
looking for a house, Vandal?
Is it
Yeah.
Ern?
I
Dude,
think-
just go for it,
No,
man.
Kentucky.
Well, you've got probably another 150,000 in renovations left to do.
Yeah.
I
Technically,
can't win.
Kentucky
It's
took it.
Kentucky.
Technically, when Tucky took it was 69.6, Bob.
Yeah. So congratulations. I think Kentucky could do something cool with this, actually.
I mean, he did great with the trailer with waterproof taillights. So,
Yeah.
and he's got a boat now.
Yeah. I think
Wow.
a boat would look great there. So this one right here only has one picture, unfortunately. Let me go ahead and toss it up on screen for. Well, I can't read and toss it up. That's why I do that this way. But I'll be fast.
Okay.
It's 1970 vintage Road Ranger, a 16-foot trailer. Clean title, new tires, and it tows great. 16-foot retro camper built after canned ham plans. 6-foot, 4-inch headroom, weighs
Wait,
2,600
no,
pounds.
roll that back. What?
Built after canned ham plans, in quotes. Weighs 26,000 pounds, 300-pound tongue weight, 9 foot, 9 inches wide, 8 foot, 10 inches tall, full frame chassis, solid construction, tows great, and insulated throughout. So,
Waterproof taillights?
probably not.
Maybe it's one of those campers that it's kind of in the shape of a canned ham.
That's what I
like
think
the
it
actual
is.
metal shape has like this weird.
Oh no, Kentucky's opening a distillery there. Okay, sold.
But yeah,
I
so
got the first ticket, Kentucky. You just tell me how much it is.
this thing's pretty cool looking. Let's pause up on screen for you. It definitely has a vintage paint
no.
style on it.
And Ern is verifying that canned ham is a shape of travel trailer.
Yep. And
That does not look like a shape of a canned ham.
it's
No,
cool.
it doesn't.
Oh, I'm looking at it from.
You're talking 1950s canned ham, man. This is what this used to look like. And he had the little
Even
thing.
1950s canned ham
You
weren't
weren't alive!
They weren't polyhedral.
Oh,
I don't
man,
think
you're
anybody would have been
tetrahedron
alive
right now.
that's here, but I think
You're
this
a
would convert
rhombus.
really easily into like a food truck-esque thing.
Yeah, and I like this because, and another real reason why I chose it, I lived in this exact trailer for a couple years.
You're kidding me.
I swear to fucking God, not
Walking
this,
from one
not
side
this
to
one,
another.
but the exact.
No,
model.
I know what you mean. How many
Yeah.
people?
4 people.
Oh, Vandal.
Everyone gets a window.
Yeah,
Everyone gets a window.
that's basically how it went. And I gotta tell you, like, like whatever. It's not a sad story. I loved living in this thing because you see the little fucking hinged fucking window cover on the front right there.
Yeah.
That little window, if you open it right there, and how they got the back windows, you get the best fucking airflow with the swamp cooler. But yeah, and it's got the little shitter. Everyone hears you shit because you're shitting next to the bedroom and the living room all at once.
Escape.
Yeah. So hold on, I got cotton mouth so bad right now.
Seems like it's going around. It's catching.
Yeah.
It must be
V8.
contagious.
We got
Let's
a
get
lot
a
of
Del
good
Taco.
quick bids. Hell yeah, chat. Well done.
Let's see. V8 says 32,000. Steve-O says 26. When Techie Shine says, I got some lights for you, Snorkel. Ronnie Jim says 18,900. Excuse me. Ben says 4,600. Ern says it's not. Canned ham trailers have more rounded edges. They're almost an oval. Got
That
it?
looked like a rhombus to me, Ern. I'm sorry.
You're so pedantic.
Ern, can you
Snorkel
please
says
start those
18K.
with actually from now on?
Actually.
Or
Actually,
for
would
me.
be verified. Thank you.
Great Wombasky says no fish finder. 16,784.
Very
Kentucky
good
sh-
point. Yeah.
Yeah.
When Tucky Shine says 12.345, I think maybe like 12,000.
I'm assuming he meant 12,000, not $12.34.5.
Ronnie says next.
Wouldn't give another
Airbnb.
hay penny for it.
Steve-O says he's always afraid to go low because of Vegas, and you're right now. 5 years ago would have been a lot better. Goddamn California. Ern says absolutely would live in one of these things. I think I would live anywhere at this point.
Ern, let's change that to I absolutely have lived in one of these things for at least me and Vandal.
Yeah. Yeah. Mike T says 22,000, Bob. And Ben's telling Ern he has one like this, but it's longer and it has a second door on it. You fucking fancy
You
bitch.
Fancy
bouge.
fucking. Why are you
You
showing up?
I
all
bet
these-
you
You got a
like it.
fucking
chain, Ben.
bastard.
Ben got
Oh
to
my
eat beef
God.
jerky on a road trip.
Ben looks
I
like
haven't
the
seen
kind of person
anything
that has a
Stir up the
canned ham
panel like a
trailer.
second door on
With
a
two
trailer in a long
doors.
time.
Yeah, Ben looks like the type of person with a canned ham trailer with 2 doors on
Ben
it.
looks like he uses his trailer for a vacation.
Ben looks like he washes his pants after wearing them.
Bougie as fuck, damn.
Way to
V8
go,
says
Ben.
vintage teardrops Airstreams are the best. Yes, I love those. We have a shop out here
Airstreams
that
are
makes them.
yeah, hells yes, yes.
So Suey Rug, what would you use as the sewer savior headquarters?
I'd fill it full of work. But my bid for this would be $38,000 for Vandal's not traumatic childhood home. Not traumatic. 38 grand.
How much would you pay for his traumatic childhood home?
Even more.
Oh, wow.
Also, Ben says, damn, I didn't know I was so Hollywood.
You definitely are, Ben.
double
You
doors,
definitely
son.
fucking. It was that second door, man. It was
Yeah,
that
you had to
second
throw
door.
that in.
Ben actually rented his movies from Blockbuster. He didn't steal them.
Nah, he actually had a Blockbuster membership card. Damn.
When he wanted to buy a movie from Blockbuster, he didn't swap it out with a shitty one from home. He actually went and bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fancy fucking guy, man.
He didn't
I
even
forgot
have to
about that.
rent the N64 console.
I used to do
He
that with
owned
video
one.
games all the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
You'd
hells yeah.
swap it with the
same
bad one? Yeah.
Yup.
Oops.
Ern said it right here. 2 doors is just flexing.
here.
Sorry, Ben. Too fancy.
Anthony, what would you do to set up shop when hang some overalls on a clothesline here?
20K. 20K is where I'm at.
20,000. All right. And
Anthony, I find it sus that you and I are bidding way too close to each other.
the actual
Well, there was a
price-
22. There were some other ones in there, so but that's what I was thinking the whole time.
Fair.
Kentucky says Ben looks like he has a VCR.
My friend has a VCR, Ben.
I mean,
have to
to
go to
think
his
I could
house.
buy this here locally for probably like $5.
$500.
Ben
Well, no,
doesn't only
probably
have a
$5,000.
VCR.
This is in good shape, you
Yeah,
know.
That
this
same
is a
one's
nice
listed
one.
on my Craigslist as come in and take it, you know.
Ben
so
has the
get it.
Ferrari Testarossa turbo rewinder. That's
He had the TV.
What was that?
DVD,
Can you say that
VCR
again?
combo.
Turbo. It's a
Turbo.
turbo.
the turbo rewinder. The
Turbo.
the fucking
It's a turbo.
Yeah.
The Lamborghini
Turbo.
Burger.
yeah.
Birdie boo, turbo dude.
All right.
I heard you.
Bring it here.
$1,000. $1,000.
What
No
the
way.
fuck? No fucking somebody
No
buy
one
this
bid that
now.
low.
Nobody
low.
bid low
Guys,
enough to
you
get
should
that.
buy this and just park it in the driveway. It could be your home away from home.
Well, if
I
we're
mean,
counting
no.
hay pennies,
Right
Kentucky
at
got,
home.
got this one.
Technically, Kentucky with $12.34.5 cents.
Yeah, so hay pennies.
Not a hay penny more, goddammit.
Technically, Kentucky bid right.
Yeah, that's Kentucky's.
Kentucky, do not correct us. You have won this ham shank trailer.
And move to Vegas with all your fancy new items, man. Way to
Oh
go.
yeah, you
I mean,
won
think
the
about
last
him
one. You
towing
won
that
this one?
behind the van would have been really cool.
Oh hells yeah! There we go.
All
That bug would probably tow that thing. It can't weigh a lot.
So this right here, the next one and the last one that we have tonight is a haunted.
Kentucky
house.
correcting himself. See,
See?
$12.34.5. Earn almost getting sued by Blockbuster is hilarious.
Yeah, Ern says Blockbuster almost sued me. Said I didn't return a game that I absolutely did. Had to buy a new one for $70. They went out of business like months later.
The lawyer's
Karma.
like, we're hurting, man.
Karma's a
Quit
motherfucker.
Dude,
Ern,
they were hoping
Earn
that
is the reason there's only one Blockbuster left. It's all Earn's
well,
fault.
they were hoping that Ern wouldn't return it so they could sue him to stay open. They're like, fuck yeah, we're gonna milk this motherfucker.
That's a day's pay.
$1,000, only 3 previous murders then.
Northtown special. Yep.
Yep, and then we're
On
taking
Florida
Shine-
Street. Not
Or
bad.
Gilbertfeeville, wherever that was.
So this next one is a haunted house for sale. And so there's a video. Unfortunately, I can't show it. I don't think without you guys seeing the price. Oh wow,
Oh,
yeah.
just show it. Just show it. We're good. We won't look at the price. I promise.
So,
We'll just
anyways, it's a
not
video
look at
from
that.
the outside, anyways. But let me open up these images for you guys.
Come on, show
And
the video. We're good.
he literally
after you.
had no description or anything. So this looks like he framed it with 2x4s, 4x4s, and what you do is you set it up in front of your house, so it just looks creepy from the outside, right? This is like a fucking like a theater prop, I guess you'd call it.
A haunted facade is what it is.
Yeah,
A
a
flat.
haunted facade. So, you can tell that this obviously was built with Home Depot lumber and not Lowe's because that looks like a nice neighborhood.
Wow.
But
Kick
it's
one of those.
if you're into like the decorations and shit like that, like
Sure.
this is cool. You know what I mean? Like, would I ever do this? Probably not. You know,
Is he just selling the facade or the house behind it?
Just the facade.
I like
Oh,
your bid
no.
though, Snorkel. So keep
Oh
it there.
no, yeah,
you're
no,
fine.
it's stuck. It's stuck
You're
there.
fine. You might win this one.
Why would
Good
you
luck.
think he would be selling the house?
I
Because
don't
it's haunted.
And
It's
this
haunted,
This is
yeah.
at the History Channel
I-
after 10 p.m.
It's a haunted house, not a haunted facade.
Yeah.
It's absolutely a haunted facade.
Chucky Shine, $9, damn it.
I
You know
think
the
he
price
just
of
likes
lumber
saying
these days?
facade.
I may have accidentally stolen Wintucky's bid.
More than $9 in nails right there. Unbelievable.
Actually, we laughed at his last bid, and it was right on.
Yeah.
So
Three pennies.
the fuck do we know?
So I mean, it looks neat. You know, I'm not too sure if those are actual windows on the front, like where under like the
There's no glass. This is not
yeah.
neat.
It looks like it's like that wood grain that's on the side of a PT Cruiser. You know.
Ern knows Vegas neighborhoods.
Is it an actual window? What makes it an actual window, Vandal?
Yeah. You can see through it.
Could you see through those?
Well, when you look right here on the far right one, you can see like there's like a fold in like paper on the one that's closest to the garage. That's why I'm assuming, you know, it's just like you know, the guy built this up, but that's probably fucking made out of yoga foam, the fucking metal fucking, you know, awning that's falling down and shit like that. But
Does he have
Ernest-
like multiples of these for sale, or is this just like a one-off?
I'm gonna guess that he made this to sell it because like the way his house is set up and stuff like that, where do you put that? Like where do you keep it? You know what I mean? And like you wheel it out from the backyard. There's a pallet right next to it. So I'm assuming this guy made this thinking he's gonna like get rich off of like, you know, Halloween maybe. You know.
He's gonna sell it to Wintucky, who's gonna put it on his copious amount of trailers.
Yeah, like this thing right here is more of like, you know, this is the Lululemon pyramid scheme of Halloween.
People are supporting
Well,
the
it's got to
barter
break down in
system this.
pieces because
Right.
you could never get it anywhere. You know, if I
I,
bought
I'm
it,
thinking
I could
that-
put that
I'm
in a
thinking
Ford
that
Ranger right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking that
Motherfucking Ford Ranger.
I know.
I think the bottom half is one solid piece from left to right, and then the top two split in the middle, and then you push them together because those are definitely like yoga mats hanging from it. It's not like, you know, real metal. Obviously, you see it curving and all that shit. So I'm
So they
thinking
reshaped into this. You could shape it
Rug.
into something else.
I'm gonna need you
Yeah.
to look up the price of sage, rosary beads, and a crucifix, please.
Yeah.
Because Mike D's bid is
I'm not allowed to look at crucifixes. It hurts my eyes.
just look up Crusa dash X.
Oh, sure.
yeah. So Great One
Oh,
Betsy
my goodness.
says it'll fit 2 bunk beds, $2,000. This would go for $18,000 a day in New York. That's grass. That's hella Borges, says the neighborhood. Says,
Borges.
Borges, really?
Borges. Borges.
Haunted facade roll out. I mean, that's just weird that it shapes like that.
Yeah. Ben says I give him $350 and 2 guitar picks. Steve O says the neighborhood looks like they bought the lumber from Lowe's, but also hired day laborers from Home Depot to build it. Mike D says some sage, rosary beads, and a crucifix. Ern says even fold up that weighs a ton. Yeah, dude, that and like when you see the picture from the end, like the front end, that's definitely looks like a 4x4 support. Like, so this thing's got some beef to it. You know what I mean? And I definitely think like it all falls apart. Like if you look at the top on the sides, like, you know, it's like, oh, that's where it looks, but it's actually like where it splits. Like, anyways, Mike T deleted his bid before I could read it, but
Scared of the truth.
yeah. Sewer Rug, how much would you pay to plunge the ghosts out of this?
I'd ghoul as low as batshit for this. Let's say 7,500 ducks. Yep.
570 quacks. Got it.
Quacks.
Anthony,
$1,000.
$1,000. All right. So Steve-O says, "Oh, sorry, day laborers. Hey man, they make really good food." The actual price being sought for this is $600 from $800.
$600?
Wow. Kentucky again with the nine.
Kentucky with the $9.
No, everything on this show.
Unless sage, rosary beads, and a crucifix beats $9.
I looked it up, and sage itself was $12.
So Mike D gets this one.
Mike D,
technically.
you stole one from Kentucky. Way to go.
Yeah.
Does it say trades welcome? Because that might affect that.
No, and that's the worst part is that haunted house, 2 smoke show, lights, over 25 scary objects. Condition.
25 scary.
And then I'm not trying to be a dick here, but this is the guy that's selling it, and I gotta tell you, what?
We watched the video.
You look at people, and you don't look. This guy doesn't look like he'd build a haunted house.
Or
He built
You
a
look like you'd
haunted
build a haunted house.
scaffolding.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like he built a haunted house. He looks like he built a haunted scaffolding.
But you know what I
It
mean.
is.
He doesn't look like he has a character for it. But yeah, that's been boat parts. Obviously, no boats tonight because we're just doing different shit. But
I got his
we're excited
name.
about the show.
He's on the screen. I got his name now.
Yeah. It's 10 p.m. We'll start with Snorkel. What do you have to say to these lovely folk?
Chat, you've been absolutely amazing. Thank you for making it the reason we keep doing this. And on to Suyaruk.
I'm not moving to Gibsonton, but if I were, the freaks would be there with me. You guys, thanks. Always fantastic. I'm here. You're here. We did it. Next time I might have some Florida fallout for you. Who knows? Who knows? Either way, thanks for having me again. What say you?
Well, next week we have our annual Halloween episode, so be prepared for some fun games and treats and all that kind of good stuff. At least some of us will be on some treats, but it should be a good time had by all. And you guys always know I try and do some special stuff for Halloween, so make sure that you come back next week. You can find me on Instagram at I'm_Anthony Ramella. You can check out the oinksquad.com for all of your t-shirt needs, I guess.
And hoodies. and hoodies. And
hoodies. Yeah. There's stuff. Go over there.
We
check
finally
it out.
have hoodies.
Yeah. Anyway, if you see something over there you want made into a hoodie, contact me on Instagram. We'll figure it out. Anyway, had a great time tonight. It was a lot of fun. We mixed up the concepts here a little bit and had a great time. I laughed a lot. I think that had a lot to do with something else, but it was a good time. So anyway, Vandal, take us on home, buddy.
Shout out to V8. He says, I'm going to go find something spicy just because Vandal is weak and makes my ancestors sad.
Hells yes.
Yeah, but guess what? They didn't get to look at tickle bitties on an iPhone. Anyways, chat, you've been amazing.
Latinas have much bigger tickle bitties.
Mute him, Anthony. No.
Always.
Mute him. Mute this man.
Wait until it's your turn.
No, but chat, you've been amazing as always. Glad that you're here. Glad to see some new faces and you guys are sticking around. Next week, like Anthony said, we're going to do a Halloween episode. We always do something fun. Anthony always puts something together great. And the only thing that tops that is the New Year's, and that's coming around later on. Other than that, we will be back next
Except
week.
for
We're
Christmas,
taking,
but-
after Christmas. as well.
Christmas too. We have Christmas.
Yeah,
And the
Everything's
New
good.
Year's is
I'm
better
gonna
than
go for
Christmas, so
There's a Thanksgiving.
But
as
Jehovah's
well.
Talk to me about Jesus then.
Say-
Jehovah's
coming.
Witness only celebrate Christmas.
All right,
Yeah.
good night.
All right, the only difference.
All right, good night.
Yeah, but anyways, we will be back. Same time, same channel, same buttholes, probably burning. V8, I hope yours burns too. You guys have a great weekend.
No
We'll see
pants.
you next time.